Hello, good evening. How are we all? I am waiting. Late? Oh, no. Oh, no. You see, chat. I find that to be simply impossible. I am not late. I have never been late, and I shall never be late. It's not in my nature as a streamer. It's just quite simply impossible and implausible. And honestly, quite rude that you would say such a thing. We've got a Twitch first-time chatter calling me Mr. Late. I don't even know the meaning of this word. Did I fail? English GCSE? Unrelated. But I simply don't know what this word means. I'm exactly where I'm meant to be. How's it going, everybody? How are we doing? Oh god, I got confused there. How are we doing? Ah, yes. Yes. Oh, that's not a good look. Yes, no Juan today. There's always a Juan. There's always a Juan. Well, for today only. For those of you who weren't watching yesterday, today is Juan's final day. Well, he might be there at the start next time, but today is the season finale of the 2025 F1 Manager 24 season, you understand. In the future, we will be starting 2026, but as we're coming to the end of an era, I have decided that for the next era of these streams, we shall have a new background for the webcam stream, which means Juan is finally finishing his race. He's been parked here on the line. He has got many penalties for obstructing the racetrack. But Formula Juan is taking a break. He may be back, but he'll be gone for a short time. A Hakkinen-style sabbatical, as it were. We shall see. Ads in 3 minutes? Hell yeah. I actually need to go take a piss anyway, so that's fine. Gonna have to riot if you take away my beloved Juan. Juan is an independent man. Juan goes where Juan... There's absolutely no synonyms for go that rhyme with Juan that I know of. Juan goes where Juan decides. And Juan deserves a vacation. A vacation. He has dedicated himself for many streams now. He needs some time off. I think that's fair. I think you can all agree that's fair. So yeah, Juan will be going away. Next time on stream, we should be deciding together on the new background for the webcam stream. What's this? I'm absolutely terrified what this is going to sound like.
L, a button, blood type, emoji, TL, 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 a button, blood type, emoji,
I'm not going to talk till this is over.
A button, blood type, emoji, TL, a button, blood type, emoji, tail, a button, blood type, emoji, tail, a button, blood type, emoji,
Wait,
tail,
actually-
a button, blood type, emoji,
Have we got a hype
tail,
train on
a
Twitch
button,
while
blood
this is
type,
happening?
Emoji, tail, a button, blood type, emoji, tail, a button, blood type, emoji, tail.
Top cheerer gets a conductor badge, it says. It's horrendous. Horrendous. Not a train badge. Not a train badge, of all things. Fuzzy Meat, welcome in with the Prime after the tail, a button, blood type emoji. That had some rhythm to it. Thank you, Shabby. Thank you very much. Choo choo. There might be some choo choo if we get another one of those. Oh, there we go.
What's this?
There we go.
Mr. V's train goes titched.
I agree. It certainly goes woo woo woo. It certainly goes woo woo woo. Cargo vroom vroom and choo choo go woo woo. And those are words to live by.
More sauce!
I think you guys should be, writing those down for future generations. Tell it to your grandkids. Cargo vroom vroom, choo choo go woo woo.
What's this?
I dread what this sounds like.
I can help. Steam locomotive emoji. Steam locomotive emoji.
Was this the
Steam
very first
locomotive
one last
emoji.
time?
Steam
Or 2 streams ago?
locomotive emoji. Steam 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 locomotive emoji. Steam
I'll get the game
locomotive
started while
emoji.
this is going.
Steam locomotive emoji. 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 Steam locomotive
Wait, the remix. The remix.
Steam locomotive emoji. 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 Steam locomotive emoji.
You thought he finished!
Steam locomotive emoji. 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 Steam locomotive emoji.
How many were there?
Emoji.
Mate.
Steam locomotive emoji. Steam locomotive emoji. Steam locomotive emoji.
Guys, as I always say, steamer locomotive emoji. Oh god.
What's this?
For fuck's sake, Brett.
Pennies.
Yes. I agree. Thank you. Well, you counted 136 steamer locomotive emojis. Don't count them, guys. That is how you go insane. People have, like, gone full postal, murdered their entire family for less. Oh, for fuck's sake.
I just bought a helicopter. It sounds like
I think you might have some motor issues. It's not quite running that smoothly. It seems to be, you know, varying quite a lot there. I would get that checked out for you. You do not want that to fail in midair, do you? Just a little word of advice from me. How much are we underfueling today? Oh, good question. In Abu Dhabi, I feel like not much. I feel like you probably need the fuel in Abu Dhabi. Yeah, well, we'll see. We'll see. Also, someone earlier, I don't know which one of you said it, but someone said, please, can we do practice session on Inters? No. My concern is...
Wow.
Thank you. My concern is that we're just going to crash one of the cars. I really don't want to crash one of the cars in Abu Dhabi of all places, because if you have no parts left and oh god, you can have an old front wing, it'll be fine. If you have no parts left, major damage, we may as well just do the race anyway. We can just retire straight away if it comes to it. Like, you have to have parts to start the race, and so we will have to pay like 2 million euros to overnight them if they crash in practice. I really don't want to do that. I just want to have some cash on hand going into next season. Oh, and also, speaking of next season, we need to replace this idiot, Max Verstappen. He's got to go. He can't qualify. He's got to go. I don't care if it says he's 91 rated. That is a flat out lie. Yeah, we got to get him out here, clearly. Who are we replacing Max with? We can start some scouting. Surely we can do staff changes. Ooh. Let's read these first and let's see. Dear Mister, it might be a good time to check our staff for the upcoming season. Attached to this email, you will find our annual report on our staff roster. If you want to look at any individual in more depth, you can head to our staff database. You should look for any gaps or upcoming retirements, as those will need to be filled. If there are any vacant positions, head to our scouting database as soon as possible to research new candidates. Have a great day, Laura Gill. Thank you, Laura. So, Technical Chief, Neil Howley. He's in. He's in for next year. Monthly salary. Monthly salary? 265k. Alright. Head of Aero, David Paginelli. Secured until 2027. Lovely. Monthly salary, 225k. Race Engineer 1, Will Joseph. Will he have some affinity with Oscar? I think no, but let's see. He's coming in next year. Only 83k a month. Basically minimum wage. We have Shakira still for next year. She's on 76 a month. And we have Sporting Director Enrique Colomina on 166k a month. He's here for the next 2 years. Driver changes. We have both these guys, and we're paying Max. We're paying Max 1.6 mil a year. That is actually ludicrous. For how badly he qualifies. That is wild. But at least we pay Pato Award absolutely nothing, so that's nice. That's good. Yeah, we gotta replace this guy. We gotta replace him. This is the face of a washed up individual. So yeah, he's gotta go. He's gotta go. Oscar, $1 mil a month for Oscar, bargain. Worth every penny. Look at him. Future world champion right here. In both the game and real life. This guy, on the other hand, get out of my team. Engine poor condition, didn't ask you, 1 race to go, that's fine. Post-race data, driver development, Oscar's getting better. Is Max getting better? No. So yeah. Alright. Car part development, wait, what? With the season ending, we will no longer allowed to design or manufacture any new car parts. Oh, but we can still research. Okay. You'll notice that our warehouse has also been cleared out. This is because any parts we designed this year will be invalid for next year. Sad, sad. Okay, that's fine. That's fine. Pato Ward gets slightly better at defending. Didn't ask. He's not getting in the car, so it doesn't matter to me.
What's this?
Do I have to replace this?
I know you have thunderous farts drinking the green screen juice. Also hire Kimmy now. Ooh.
I refute the first part of your message, but the second part, hire Kimmy now, I can get on board with. I think we should send out some scouts. I wanted to see, because I'm pretty sure we have the race now, but we can continue scouting. I think we can continue doing some scouting and stuff for the next couple of weeks. Basically until... Oh, we actually can't see what's happening next year. Interesting. But I'm pretty sure we can keep scouting until like the 1st of January, right? That's when we need to have our drivers by. So yeah, let's send some scouts out now. See who's there. Oh, Carrie Schreiner. A real person. Is lowest rated in the game. Very nice. Let's see who's there. And also, shall we do a quick roundup of the drivers market so far? Max Verstappen, obviously, still has a contract with us. He does. Sad. We then have Oscar Piastri. Oscar Piastri, the second best driver in the league. First best driver, Max Verstappen. Don't know where they got these numbers from, but okay. Tied is Charles Leclerc, our 2025 Drivers' Champion. He has a contract for next year with Ferrari, of course. Lewis Hamilton, also with Ferrari for next year. Fernando Alonso. All I'm saying is, Fernando's a free agent. All I'm saying, he's 44 years old, but all I'm saying is he's 89 rated and he's a free agent. That's all I'm saying. Lando Norris is going to Williams. You stupid bastard. You stupid idiot. Okay. Very nice. He's taken Alonso's seat. Carlos Sainz is staying at Red Bull, which makes sense. He's having a very good time. George Russell staying at Mercedes also makes sense. Oladelli is... So it's Oladelli, Russell, Williams. Yeah, and Oladelli is driver number 1. Russell... sorry, not Russell, Norris. You can't see it's behind the chat, but he's car 2 behind Oladelli. Okay. Pierre Gasly stays at RB. Pierre, mate, you gotta get out of there. We have Pourchaire going to Aston Martin. Good for him. As an affiliate, not as a driver, even though he's higher rated than either of their drivers. Quite a lot of people have slipped back in rating, which is weird. Maybe they'll change that around. Maybe they'll actually put him in the car because he is the highest rated. Yuki Tsunoda is being dropped. He's having a great year for McLaren. He's just being dropped. I'm not taking him back. I'm just going to throw that one out there. No, I'm not taking him back. Best in the league, lay off the American sports. Formula One is quite literally, by definition, a league. And Max Verstappen is the highest rated. That's just the English language, mate. Just because you've heard those words in an American sport context. It doesn't mean Formula One's not a league. Get Teo back? No. A, I don't want him. And B, he signed with Aston, so no. We're not having Yuki back. Bottas stays at Red Bull. That makes perfect sense. Perez to McLaren. As car 1, McLaren, what are you doing? Ocon stays at Kick. Fair enough. He's having an okay year. Albon stays in the Alpine. Antonelli stays as a Mercedes affiliate. Most intriguing. Most intriguing indeed. He has high patience for negotiation. Send a little scouty boy. Send a little scouty scout his way. Let's see what happens. Lance Stroll stays at Aston as car 1. Fair enough. Daniel Ricciardo stays at RB. Fair enough. Zhou Guanyu stays at Mercedes. Fair enough. Zane Maloney. I was going to say Ferrari affiliate. Also, Zane Maloney, 80 rated. I think he's just won Formula 2. He's like the Formula 2 champion. Don't hate it. Isaac Hadjar. McLaren affiliate. Interesting, interesting. Ollie Behrman. Ferrari affiliate. Iwasa is McLaren affiliate. Lawson. Lead Haas driver. Oh. Car number 1 at Haas for 4 years. Oh, Liam. He's 80 rated though. Fair play. Logan Sargent stays at Alpine. I guess they're happy with their lineup. Fred Vesti stays at McLaren. So it's Vesti Perez at McLaren is wild. Nico Hulkenberg out of a contract. Hulkenberg is available. We could give him a podium. Pato Ward, he's of us. Kevin Magnussen is staying with Haas. Fair play. Fair play. Kush Miney goes as a Ferrari affiliate. Ferrari collecting affiliates like fucking Thanos here. Victor Martins goes into the Red Bull Academy. Good luck, Victor. Paul Aaron being dropped as an affiliate. Jack Doohan? He's an affiliate, right? Yeah, affiliate for Aston Martin. Okay. Dennis Hauger. Alpine affiliate, but out of contract at the end of this year. Roman Stanek. Remains as an Aston affiliate. Dragovic. He remains as Aston's second driver. No, wait, is that true? Weren't Aston picking someone up? Yeah, because Aston's got Stroll, and Aston's also got Teo. No, Teo's on as an affiliate, but I feel like they'll just swap him in at the start of the year, right? Surely. If Dragovic is 77 and Teo is, what, like 84? Yeah, surely. That would be insane. Dragovic is not good. He has not been good this season. Fittipaldi, Ferrari Jr., Amy Amos stays in the Red Bull Academy. She's the highest rated creepy, uncanny Photoshop alien. Very nice for her. Bortoletto stays as McLaren affiliate. Pepe Marti stays as an RB affiliate. Jack Crawford stays... Oh, sorry, no, goes as a McLaren affiliate. Am I reading these wrong? Yeah. Okay, so yeah. I just want Antonelli. I want Antonelli. No one else is a good option. But we can scout... I feel like, Maloney is not interested in negotiating with us. And neither is Hadjar. So I can't even propose a contract. Is Behrman? Behrman is. He's obviously a Ferrari affiliate. Let's give him a little scouty. See how things go. But, you know, there is always just Alonso. He will be fucking 45 years old next year, but there is always Alonso, and he is 89 overall. I'm sure that he would be better than Max is currently performing. I guarantee it. And for him, it's a team upgrade. So Max was really unhappy because he felt like he had downgraded. Even though he was unemployed, he felt like he was downgraded, and that affected his mentality. Alonso is going to be getting that boost up the grid, right? So he's going to be thoroughly chuffed. Full chuffed coming into the team. He's going to be, you know, smiling from the get-go. He's going to be happy. He's going to be quick if we pick him up. So, you know, for a year, till the end of Antonelli's contract, don't mind. mind. Alonso, world champion. Don't mind. All right. We have to do our training schedule. Let's just go pit stop time once more. We need to get that quicker. We got down to 2-3, which is nice. I'd love to get a sub 2. Love to get a sub 2. Back on YouTube. Twitch got boring. Okay. They're the same as far as I can tell. From where I'm sitting. I didn't read the race preview for the Qatar Grand Prix. My bad. Anyway. Let's continue. Let's go to Abu Dhabi. Oh, yes. And for those of you asking yesterday, Coke or Pepsi? Look at that. Jet black. Pepsi Max. Lovely stuff. What are the standings? Let's take a little look. So, Constructors, Ferrari has clenched it. They clenched it a couple of races ago. Red Bull, McLaren, then us. We have one race left, so we cannot catch McLaren, and Aston can't catch us. We are P4. We could actually just retire both cars. It literally makes no difference. So we are P4. Fantastico. Haas at the bottom. Really? Alpine P10? I feel like we've been fighting the Alpine regularly. Interesting. Kick got some decent points. Mercedes P7 under the RB. The RB in the hands of Daniel Ricciardo particularly is pretty wild. But that is mental. Words. That is mental. And then also Aston, and this is largely just due to Lance Stroll. Lance Stroll just carrying that team. Actually, let's see. 117 points. Lance has 111. And just to clarify, Felipe Drogovic, 6. I'm surprised Lance isn't bored of carrying this team. Like, he's got the weight of the world on his shoulders. That is such a wild difference. That is so funny. Also, yeah, Albon carrying Alpine. He's got 5. Sargent has 0. If you could see that. Oladelli also has 0. Despite the fact he has all these fans in the audience, he has 0. Hulkenberg has 0 for Williams. Whereas Alonso has 18, which is a pretty good advertisement for him. Yeah. Also, Teo Porcher is still ahead of Zhou Guanyu, even though we kicked him out after Monaco, a third of the way through the season. Yeah, Daniel Ricciardo in that RB has done absolute bits, 83 points. But Pierre Gasly, 33 points. Not terrible, not too shabby. Not too shabby indeed. I can't believe, Lance Stroll is being held back, quite frankly. Get him in a top team. He has had the most dominant season in terms of, teammate head-to-head. Get this kid in a top team. Oh, we can see race by race. We can see race by race. Yas Island? There's nobody calls it Yas Island, so let's be real here. Nobody says that. What other names do they have? Zakir, Jeddah, Melbourne, Suzuka, China, Miami Gardens. Miami Gardens is the name of the, neighborhood in Miami, right? And I have heard the track called that, but technically it's the Miami Autodrome, Miami International. Imola, Monte Carlo, Montreal, Barcelona, Spielberg, Silverstone, Budapest, Spa, Sanford. Weird. Yas Island. Weird. Oh, and just to confirm, Kush Miney actually is our Formula 2 champion. I think they have still a race left to go. They do. Yeah, they do. Okay. So not yet. Interesting. In the drivers, Charles Leclerc is leading by 30 points. And as it's not a sprint in Yas, he is the champion. So GG.
Hello.
Yeet. Glad I can catch another stream. Missed out on the end of the last one. Maybe I don't need to go to class today. Smile.
What's class? They teach you how to do class. Senor Ube, contrata Antonelli, por favor. I'll see what I can do. Okay. Ooh, Oscar, 13th. Yes. Max, 10th. Genuinely not entirely sure about that one, but we'll take it. Let us go to Yaz.
The season draws to a close here with the Abu Dhabi Grand Prix. The man-made Yaz Island plays host to hotels.
Jazz Island? What is this? Manhattan?
3 miles of Grand Prix circuit.
That is easily the stupidest pun I've heard in a hot minute. My personal interpretation is that class teaches you how to win the class war. Oh, I guess it's important, you know. Could be useful knowledge. Considering recent events. Alright, I have no idea what you'd want in terms of setup here in Yas Marina, quite frankly. I would have said like medium wing. It's a medium wing track, but I don't know. Put Verstappen as a reserve. I'm not paying him 20 mil a year to be a reserve. He's getting kicked to the fucking curb. No, he's not sticking around as a reserve. We've got Pato Award, it'll be fine. Oh god, I'm just gonna put them on like full neutral setup, see what they say. Do we go on inters? The thing is, guys, you say it as a meme, but I really don't want to do that. I just thoroughly don't want to do that. And I also don't think it would be particularly funny because the cars will just drive around slow. We're going to go on hards. We'll go on the hards. Or maybe... No, we'll just go on hards. We'll just do it normally. Alright, practice time. Stroll. Get Stroll. Honestly, signing Stroll as reserve is a strategic move just to keep Aston away from us. He's the only reason they're anywhere near in the championship. P1! I'm sorry. I got a little bit excited. I don't know why I made that soundbite so loud. Put them on full wets. But just actually, just think about it for a second. Why? All you're going to see is this dot going around slightly slower. Is that entertaining? And then maybe, yeah, they will crash into a wall. And we'll break the car and I'll have to spend loads of money. Hee hee. Hoo hoo. Hilarious. Streamer has bad performance for the weekend. Wow, funny. Like, what is the point? What is the point? Yes, that's entertainment. Oh, sorry, my bad. My bad. Cinema. For fuck's sake. Alright, let's do some practice. Isn't that what we come here for? But you're gonna see stupid decisions anyway. Don't you want the authentic, organic, homegrown stupid decisions? You want these like GMO stupid decisions? Fresh out of the fucking chat factory? Is it not much better to witness my incompetence play out in a sort of long-form, dramatized theatrical spectacle? Just think about it. People ask for things that they don't really want. Just think about it. Hello.
Do a barrel roll.
Fuck's sake. Simple Modernity, welcome back. 6 months of Twitch. Just got to do one thing real quick. Yo, yeah. Oh.
Yeah, oh, okay.
Didn't even hit the mic. Hell yeah. I mean, I'll take it. I'm not gonna complain. So you mean to tell me that I just have to do nothing? Just nothing this weekend and... Alright. So the oversteering straights are optimal, so let's just not change the wings at all. Let's try a bit of this. Get that maybe there, and then pull these out a bit. Let's try him on that, see what he says, but like... revolutionary setup. All right, you can go back out. Max, you coming in? Yep, come in. Mr. V, I previously asked you about your favorite flavor of crisp, and I did not receive a response to my crisp question. No, I did answer, but it varies. I'm not a one crisp man. That's insanity. I don't limit myself in these ways.
JM rejoined the green screen enthusiasts. JM celebrates 3 months of membership. I think some people in chat have some NKS.
I think you're right, JM. Some people are in deep, let's say, wanting to see me go out on wets. And other things. And you know what I'm talking about. Yeah, you know. Don't limit yourself to a single crisp. What is this, Yori? What is that going to sound like?
Frying an egg emoji, egg emoji, egg emoji, bacon emoji.
Are we trying out different emojis to see which one is longer? I don't like this. Thank you for the eggs, Yori. Always appreciated around here. What the hell was I going to say? I was going to say something. Oh yeah, crisps. You know, different crisps for different occasions. If I'm at let's say a cocktail party and I'm enjoying a nice sparkling wine, then really I want just like a simple sea salt and black pepper. Goes excellently with a prosecco. But you know, if I'm like on the sofa, if I'm watching a film, give me something hefty. Give me like a cheese. You know, like a cheddar crisp, honestly. Very nice. Or even give me like some vegetable crisps. Love me some vegetable crisps. They're thick, oily. Yes. Thank you, chef. Yes. You know, it's situation dependent. Max doesn't like the traction, it would seem.
What's this?
So yeah, it's situation dependent. If you give me a situation, I can tell you which crisps I would go for, but...
Theori 114 Hecko, Theori 114 Egg, Theori 114 Fuel, Theori 114 Fuel, Theori 114 Egg, Theori 114 Hecko.
To clarify, that's Twitch trying to say my custom emotes. And it pronounces the Ori as Theori. Mr. V, many moons ago I called you blasphemous for thinking Russell was better than Norris. I didn't think, I knew. In recent weeks I put my opinions under review and come to the conclusion Russell has more pace and mentality. Russell has always been better than Norris. I might have called them equal at some points in time, but I don't believe I have ever said that Russell is better than Norris. No, I don't think I've ever said that Norris is better than Russell. I have always believed them to be either equal or Russell better. Yeah, I maintain Russell is like a top 5 driver in the sport currently. I'd have to give it to like Max, Charles, Russell. Ooh. Do I want to finish that top 5? No, I think I'm going to quit while I'm ahead. But Piastri, the fifth spot, we shall leave up to you. I would say Norris is not quite operating on that level. So thank you for discovering that I, in fact, am always right. We all come to this realization eventually. So glad you got that. Completely flipped and agree Russell is clear. Always has been. You know, not everybody has the clear vision, the clairvoyance, you might say, that I do. But this is why I just recommend that you look up to me as some kind of god, because I'm always right.
Guy Spruckman's rejoined the green screen enthusiasts. Guy Spruckman celebrates 7 months of membership. Do a barrel roll, do a barrel roll, do a barrel roll.
You can't have 3 just because you're right. You can have 1, mate. Why has it become a thing that I just have to fucking spin around? I don't see other top creators having to spin around. Where's this in other like F1 YouTuber streams? Why am I the only one? Alright. I mean, yeah, I did offer it. I did literally offer it as a redeem, but that was meant to be a one-time thing for the cooking stream, and I just forgot to take it off. You don't see fucking Tomo spinning around in the post-race chinwag, do you? Alpharad puts on Katiz when he gets a level 15 hype train. I don't believe we've ever had a level 15 hype train, but I'm more than happy to do the same. I don't have any Katiz, and also I can't see an OBS when we get to level 15, so you'll have to tell me. But more than happy to do that. I would wear the Katiz for nothing, so... But yeah, if you want to make a deal of this nature, I'm all for it. You did take it off, I put it back on. Well, it's good to know that I'm being usurped by the mods, so that's nice. We're at a level 15 hype train, trust. Also, Mr. Furry? No, let's not get that name going. No. Just, I mainly fear for the art, which some of you would probably draw in the Discord. Like, you know. I appreciate the artistic endeavors, and I think some people come out with some very great pieces. Do I want to see myself rendered as like a jacked tiger? More sauce! With a 12-inch rod? No, actually, when I say it out loud, it could be kind of hot. Whoa, actually, let's... Whoa. Whoa. Okay, scrub the record. Move on. We have our assignment. Anyway, so we're here in practice 1 in Yas Marina. Final race of the season, exciting stuff. We got some of the lower constructors' places to still wrap up. You know, it's gonna really thoroughly exciting things happening up here. You should pay attention up here. We're gonna get through. We're getting our setups all tested out and all, you know, dialed in nicely, so that's good. It's gonna be a great weekend here in Abu Dhabi. So yeah. So yeah. Wait, are we playing F1 Manager? Was your mind somewhere else by any chance? Hey chat, just joined. Are we talking about normal stuff? Yes! As always, yes. Thank you for asking. Very normal topics. We were discussing... What's a normal topic? What were we discussing? What normal topic were we just discussing? I had a momentary mental lapse, but it was definitely something normal. I know that much.
How was that, Rod?
Trains.
Yeah, copy that, mate.
Oh no. Chat is a haven for civil discussion. Chips flavors. What do you mean chips flavors? Chips come in one flavor, potato. Crisps, on the other hand, are flavored. Chips. You can top chips. I'm happy for some loaded fries. That's all good. But do not be flavoring them. That's weird. Crisps, on the other hand, and you will notice they're called that because they're crispy. Unlike chips. Please understand that this stream, wherever you may be in the world, this stream is taking place in the UK. You will get the terminology correct. Chips like Doritos and stuff. Oh. Can I just check? Are at least the mods on my side in this one? Are your chips not crispy? Not most of the time. Not crispy. It depends where you get them from. But I would say in general, I would not expect them to be crispy. I would be quite disappointed. What sort of soggy chips / fries are you eating? Some of you motherfuckers clearly have never been to a chip shop. There is only one country in the world that has such a thing called a chip shop. I think we would know how the chips are meant to be. Chips and crisps are synonyms for one another. No, they're not! No, they're not, man. Recommendation for the goat chippy near me. I'll take it. If you give me a name, I'll give it a go. Fish and chips for the bottle. Firstly, it's bottle of water with a glottal stop. It's not spelt with any D's in the middle, so get your fucking etymology correct. Secondly, you would get laughed out if you went into a chip shop and asked for a bottle of water. That is an insane thing to order with chips. I mean, most of the time you would just not get a drink. But if you are going to get a drink, and any actual Brits would tell you this, they have single-size cans of probably like 5-year-old Diet Coke or like Fanta. They are not serving bottles of water. I don't know what fucking chip shops you're going to. Fish come with water, though. No, they don't! What are you talking about? Hello, I work in a chip shop. We sell bottles of water. Don't give them ammunition. Don't help them. Why? Be real though. Okay, you might sell them. How often do people buy them? What is the ratio of like people buying like Coke and Fanta to people buying the water? Realistically, like surely that's not many. I'm disappointed in the people in your local area if they're buying water with chips. I'm going to need an answer to this one. I used to get a Vimta or a Rio from the chippy. So that's fine. That makes sense. Only the workers take them. Most people buy the cans. Exactly. Exactly. Case closed. There may be the water for no, statutory, maybe even legal reasons. Maybe you need to have them. I mean, also, do you have to offer tap water? It's not sit-down restaurants. Maybe not. No one fucking buying them. That's mental behavior. I hope you call the police on people who try and order those. That is insane. Quite frankly. Is the car coming in? No, it can stay out to the end of the session. There's no need to bring it in. Wait, where are the tires at? 50. Yeah, there's no need to bring them in. I only buy sparkling water, otherwise I'll drink from the tower. I'm not even going to get into the issues of that sentence. We have a sit-down restaurant, but we never offer tap water. Are you in the UK? I'm sure that you have to. Whatever. I guess if no one asks for it, they'll never find out that you don't, so it's fine. We'll take a look at the cars after the session. Let's get to the end of P1. What is this comment? Fish and chips and absinthe. I'm not against it. I don't hate that, but what are you talking about? The Brighton Chippy kids meal that fed my fat ass adult self came with a carton of orange and apple juice. If it says kids, but it's a solid meal, then it's a solid meal, right? You can't argue with these things. If it's a stupid idea but it works, then it's not a stupid idea. Senor V, is it true that it rains all the time in the UK? Well, okay, so be real. It rains probably about, 50% of all days? 50, 60%, that kind of thing. We are now getting thoroughly into like global warming British summer, which means it's not going to rain for the next 2 months. And then it will all come in
Some
about
beatbox.
3 days.
Sure thing.
I don't know if that's worked how you wanted it to. I have a cheer, but I think it's too much. I feel like I should be worried, Walther, but I'm merely curious. In Ireland, global warming just makes the rain warmer. It never stops. Yeah, that's kind of the same here. All right, decent setups. 85, 88. I'll take it. Let's take a look. It's getting there. It's getting there. Let's swap these around a bit. Let's get him more like this. Need to bring that up, I guess. It's like... Try him on that. Let's see what he says on that one. Oversteer's gone out of optimal, but we can... The traction's no good. We'll try that. We'll try that. We'll try that. And then max... Ooh. Not as good. Okay.
What's this?
What is this? I can't see right now. I'm
Dog, the 18th of April 2025, 1900 hours Ibis Iron Stag, the 22nd of April 2025, 1:30 station emoji, linear.
Is this a train schedule?
Salzwedel, Stendal, Magdeburg, Schoenebeck Bad Salzulman, crossmark emoji, Einskrankangen, Die Zuge Fallen Zwischen Stendal and Hohenschaz, left arrow curving right emoji, alternative, Zwischen Stendal and Hohenschwert Einersitzvik ear mitbus. Beat Beachton see die vom Zugvik ihre Weikend und Fahrzeiten der Busse. Jungen sind in der DG tollen Reiseauskunft verfügbar. Am keine Kurs Fristeigen an der Jungen sowie.
As I said, it is pretty cool that that Geraint, our Welsh text-to-speech guy, speaks fluent German. That was flawless. I'm sure everyone here who understands will agree. Really cool that they programmed that there over at Streamlabs. Very nice. Is that a Deutsche Bahn cancellation? I wasn't trying to translate it. I think it's like a wider, it's like a wider information message. I couldn't tell you that I understand like the technical terms. Is it saying there's a bus replacement? Is it giving information about a rail bus replacement? Yes, there we go. That feels like a jet lag reference. Oh my god. So I've watched a couple seasons recently of Jet Lag. Fantastic show. But I will say, and those of you who have watched it may have noticed this as well. There's obviously multiple series where they go through like the center of Switzerland near the Zurich area. And they go through a town in Switzerland called Zug, which just means train. Why is there a town in Switzerland called Train? I don't know. And we're not going to question that. Switzerland is a bizarre, backwards, horrible place. But they go there so much in Jet Lag, and they call it Zug. And it's so grating. It's so grating to hear someone say Zug so often. The problem is, if you start to learn German, you will learn the word Zug really quickly because it's just train. It's such a common word. Like, imagine if there was a town in the UK called Train, and then some people came through, and every single time they pronounced it Tran. And you would go insane. You would go insane, and they say it so much.
Focus on your tyres.
There's a town called Twat in both Shetland and Orkney. Yeah, I don't doubt that for a second. Because they know how to have fun up in Scotland. Tom Scott did start crashing out. Those are long days. Those are real long days. 6 days straight, and you're like on it the whole time, so I'm not surprised. I filmed the corners thing, and that was just 5 hours, and I was literally insane by the end of it. So like, I don't know how they manage, honestly. Well, I mean, they spend the whole time sat in like first class in trains, so it's not that bad. It's not that bad. Don't get me wrong.
What's this?
What is this? What is that one?
www.77777777777777777777777777777777777777777777777777777777777777777777777777777777777777777777777777777777777777777777777777777777777777777777777777777777 www.77777777777777 Johnny, I did not hit her. It's not true. It's bullshit. I did not hit her. I did not. He throws a water bottle to the floor. Oh, hi Mark. Mr. Number 420 Donkey Blaster 7777 www.com/420.
That is actually my personal email address, so I'm quite concerned that you have that. Okay, we are not exactly getting that on the setup. 78, which is... Wait, you didn't finish? Whatever. I think he's going to want something like that, but the straights have gotten... How did I fuck up the straights so much? We'll try him on that. We'll try him on that. Do more laps. $92. Ooh. Okay. It's going to be more like that, clearly. That may even be it. Let's go with that and see what he says. Go on. Get out there. Come on. Jet lag is my favorite recurring online thing. Also really fun seeing fellow Americans absolutely butcher the pronunciation of random towns. Yeah, it got off to a strong start, and I had to show Mrs. V this because, what is it, like episode 1 of this latest season? No spoilers, but they're trying to find some, like Black Forest Gâteau in Germany. But they see it written down, so it's what, like, Schwarzwald Kirschtorte. Oh my god, the way they pronounce that, it's like genuinely a crime. Senor V, quid equals squid. What? What do you mean? In what context? A quid is a pound. I mean, in quite old fashioned nowadays, it's not said as often, apart unless you were saying like 20 quid. Just you could say squid and people would know what you mean, but unless you're like very like Cockney or something, it's gonna sound weird. Can you recommend this game? Yeah, it's decent. It's decent. It's very chill. Like if you're playing it on your own, it's just very simple, so I wouldn't sit here and just like stare at it, I don't think. You know, but maybe if you're the kind of person who wants like an easy game and then you have like a TV show on the other screen, or if you just want something very laid back and you just kind of like watch the cars go around, yeah, it's nice for that, but it's not like riveting, let's put it that way. Alright, let's get these tested.
The tires?
Nah, you'll be fine. Shut up. F1 Manager 26 in F1 26 could be cool. What? I don't think we're going to get another F1 Manager game. Particularly because it seems like F1 is pushing for more manager elements in the F1 game. It seems like they're trying to like combine the two. So I don't think we're going to get another F1 Manager game. Particularly when this one went free to play for a bit and like the quality of life change. Like, you know what I mean? They would be trying to protect the... As bad as it sounds, you'd be trying to make the new one more valuable by making this one less valuable. Like, if you make this one really worth people's time, then there's less reason to buy another one next year. And so all the changes they made to this, and it went free to play for a week, and they put all the like custom season upgrades. If you do that, it reduces your ability to sell next year's one. So it all indicates that we're just not going to get another one. When is F1 25 coming out? Actually, good question, and I don't know the exact answer. I can look it up. I'm sure those of you who watch the streams know I am in the like EA supporter creator program. And if you want, you can use the EA code Mr. V. That's MRV, all one thing. If you are getting it on the EA app, it's the same for you, but it helps me out, and you will get 15% off the Iconic Edition. Lovely stuff. But I think it comes out in May. I don't know. Simple answer to that question. I don't know. Let's get to the end of this session.
How are the tires?
Tires are not good.
Struggling with.
Yeah, get in. It'll be fine.
Copy that.
You as well, Max. Get in here. Alright. Let's get to the end of the session. May 27th. I believe you maybe get early access if you pre-order, as with many things, but let me tell you. I'm going to go for a break in a second. I shall tell you after that. Vroom vroom had to go brr. Mine delivered today. Oh, you got a cargo vroom vroom hat today? Excellent stuff, man. What did you go for? Which color did you go for? Lovely stuff. Lovely stuff. I don't know if Twitch has already had one, but we're going to take a quick break, guys. I'm going to fill this up. Not with Pepsi, because I finished it. Then we will have P3, followed by Quali. Here for Abu Dhabi. For the Abu Dhabi Grand Prix. It's going to be magical. I'll be back in a second. We can talk about more entirely normal discussion topics. Very normal discussion topics, as always. I'll be back in just 2 minutes. See you in a second. Ah, chat, hello. I see you're here for some more very normal discussion. Welcome back. Welcome back. Twitch still on ads? They may well be. I don't know. I don't know. Here is one cool thing that did happen for me today. So, like for the last couple of weeks, I started to notice the like screen was starting to rise up on my phone. And I normally have it in a case, so it's like not that easy to tell. But then I took it out the case a couple of days ago, and I was like, huh. I was like, that's not good. And the fun thing is, you can't like, it won't go back together. So I was like, the battery in my phone might be about to explode. And I've heard that's bad. But, so this is a Google Pixel. It's a Google Pixel 5, which I got in 2020, 5 years ago. Almost exactly, I think I got it about this time of year. So I go on like the Google support thing, because I'm literally just like, hello, it looks like my battery's expanding. What do I do with it? Because I'm like, I don't really want to throw it in the bin, because I don't want to set the bin on fire. But I was like, do I need to take it somewhere? Like, blah, blah. And they were asking me some questions. So like, what's your model number? Like, blah, blah, blah. Can you send some pictures to confirm it's the battery? So I sent them all the stuff, and they were like, okay, cool. We can confirm that you've qualified for a free replacement. I was like, what? I've had this phone for 5 years. It's like fully out of warranty. And they were just like, yeah, we can send you a free replacement. And I was talking to them yesterday. This morning, package turns up. New one. What the fuck? Just give away new phones 5 years later. I'll take it. I was fully prepared to buy a new one. I'll take it. The council probably wouldn't appreciate you setting a bin on fire. Well, I have to get some value out of my council tax. Like for like. Yeah, it's a Pixel 5. It's not like a brand new Pixel 9 Pro or anything, but it's still a new phone. So like I don't have to pay, you know, a couple £100 for a new one, so I'll take it. I will take it. Pretty good. Pretty good. They must have a warehouse full of those phones, I guess. I think as well there's something about, particularly if it's exploding batteries, because that's obviously like a real big issue for the tech industry, so they just want people to like, you know, they want to calm any bad publicity about that, I think. Yeah, it's pretty cool. So you say I should switch to Google Pixel. They're great phones. I would recommend them, honestly. Like, for what you get, they're cheaper and better than an iPhone of like the same year. So yeah. I would recommend it. What was I going to look up? Oh yeah, F1 game. I believe people said it's May 30th for release. That sounds right, so I'm just going to take your word for it. If you are going to get it, remember, MRV. It costs you the same, but it gives me a little bonus. And Mr. V likes a little bonus. Mr. V loves a little bonus, so, you know, helps me out. Make the Saudi Arabia Grand Prix an even worse track. Not humanly possible, but I like the idea. I am planning a, like... Oh, where's my calendar gone? I was planning a video about improving Miami.
Do a barrel roll.
1 second. I was planning a video about improving Miami. But we're like away for Easter, so I'm only gonna have, oh no, I'll still have like a week and a half to do that. Yeah, so I think I'll make a video about like improving the Miami track. Ruining Saudi Arabia. Already been done, mate, by whoever designed that piece of shit. I think it was Tilka Architects. It's just a stupid track that shouldn't exist. Make Qatar more tire wear. I'm having nothing to do with Qatar, mate. Get that away from me. Get that piece of shit away from me. Can you share the bonus with us? A video bashing Kadir would be amazing. I haven't looked into it. It looks like a stupid track. But I haven't looked into it that much. I might go over it. That feels like an off-season thing. But yeah. We shall see. We shall see. There was something I wanted to talk about, and I've completely forgotten what it was. I don't know. I did see someone before say, excited for tomorrow's video. I can confirm to you, it is done. It is edited, it is rendered. It will be uploaded overnight tonight. I need to make a thumbnail, but... yes, how about the actual game? What do you think this stream is? The actual game? What? Stay in your lane, okay? We know what... yeah, come on. I genuinely, my brain's gone completely blank. Anyway, let's do P3. Setup is untested. That's fine. Let's go. Mediums? We're saving 1 mediums for the race. I think that's fine. Should live stream a race in the Nordschleife? Like in real life? Several issues with that one. That sounds very expensive. B, you are thoroughly not allowed to race on the Nordschleife. For normal arrive and drive, Touristenfahrten, if you try and overtake people, you will get kicked out. You are aware of that, right? You can't race people. If you're faster, yeah, you can go around them, but you can't race people. As on any track day, you'll just get kicked off for doing shit like that. And then I don't believe I have quite the connections to get hired into a professional team for an actual touring car race there, as much as I clearly would win. But it would be cool. In game, yeah, maybe. If I get a sim rig, though, I'd love to do some more driving stuff. Let's see. Predictions for Jeddah. I do believe Jeddah is going to be a McLaren 1-2. It certainly should be the characteristics of that track, I think. Will we see another Piastri win off the bounce? I think if we do get another Piastri win, you're going to start seeing a lot more media chatter talking about, Piastri favourite for the championship. Does Norris have the mentality? Blah, blah, blah. Which is going to be interesting to see how that affects Lando Norris. I could see Norris going well. Other than that, I honestly wouldn't be surprised just to see George right up there again. He's been so solid this year, and that Mercedes seems to be more of an all-rounder than it was in previous years. Maybe kind of more similar to McLaren of a year ago, or Red Bull. But then it's so varied, maybe Ferrari is suddenly going really strong. Who knows? Or Max Verstappen is right back up there. So it's going to be interesting, but I do think there's a chance of both McLarens just being way up the road, McLaren 1-2. But then at least it'll also be interesting to see which of them is in the lead. I think Piastri World Drivers' Championship, it seems like there's a strong chance for it, certainly. George kind of deserves a win. Yeah, he's been putting in the grind. So yeah.
Yeah, it's all good.
Every race should be a McLaren 1-2. I don't know about that. Lando has a weak mindset. I wouldn't describe it like that. I think that's an overly harsh way to put it. I think he certainly struggles with self-doubt. I do firmly believe that to be a top-level sports person, it helps you to be basically delusional, basically incredibly arrogant, overconfident. I think it actually is good for professional sports, particularly individual sports like driving. You know, team sports, maybe not so much. I think Norris's mentality certainly holds him back. I wouldn't call it weak necessarily, but he certainly seems to struggle with, you know, the way he's covered in the news more than other drivers. Do you think the F1 move will turn out good? Do you mean movie? I think the movie could be decent. I'm looking forward to it. Yeah, I'm looking forward to it. I love films. I love Formula 1. It looks decent for everything we've seen so far. So yeah, I'm looking forward to it. All right. I'm not going to bring them in just yet. I'm going to do like another, get down to like 40 minutes, then bring them in. Just get more track acclimatization kind of thing. Actually, no. What am I saying? Just bring him in. It makes no sense. Bring him in now. What's this yellow flag, so? Do you think Lando is overrated? No, I think he's accurately rated. Well, it depends who you ask. I think the average person, he's accurately rated. I think some people are very, like, zealous fans of Lando. Let's put it that way. 88. What's the best? 88. Okay. Maybe like that. See what he thinks. 90. Highest is 92. Let's go back to it. So I guess maybe somewhere in the middle. This kind of thing? Let's try him on that. Or maybe he just wants to be like way up here. But that it would maybe be good if he was that far away. Let's try him on that. See what he says. What do I think about F1 25? It looks interesting from everything so far. I haven't played it. I know some creators are in like the early beta test, but that was relatively limited. But yeah, I'm going to get it. And as soon as I can afford it, I'm going to get a decent sim rig. Because I want to actually show you that I can drive. It's very important to my fragile ego that I prove to people I can drive. My ego is so incredibly fragile and hinging on very minimal things, and that is one of them. Let's get these guys out. Mr. V and iRacing went. I would love to, honestly. Not iRacing career. I wouldn't do it on this channel. I mean, maybe it's like a live stream series, but not as like a video series. I had thought about like making another channel, which is like Mr. V Plays, but it's too many channels at that point. But yeah, maybe for some streams, it'll be interesting. Lock in, then you can afford it. I'm making the videos as fast as I can, bro. Jesus, they take a while.
And a reminder, good warm up on the brakes. Coming.
I only care if you can drive an ICE 3 Neo from Munich to Berlin in Train Sim. Trying to trick me into playing Train Simulator, and it might work. Will we see an unforced spin in F1 25? Absolutely not. I'm a very careful driver. I'm very much like a work up driver rather than a work down, pace wise. I will never spin. Never spin. No, actually, I'm definitely one of the people who relies very heavily on like the feel through my body when I'm driving in real life. Like I don't rely too much on my eyes. Do you know what I mean? That sounds kind of stupid. But when I first started like sim racing, my crappy Logitech G, what is it? 920, 290. I really struggled going on like visuals only. And you can't get the force feedback high enough. I genuinely would play, if you give me like a expensive direct drive wheel, I would whack that thing up to like 80, 90% force feedback. I want it to be as heavy as possible. I need it. So I do struggle with that aspect, and then playing stuff like the F1 game, obviously they're so real, like so much power on the rear wheels. Like I will spin a lot. Real life though, you will never see me spin. I am too professional for that. should try and hire an editor or something. Yeah, the keyword there is hire, and that requires money. And most people want to be paid in advance, not 2 months later when I get the YouTube money. So it is tricky. It's tricky. I was reading back through the messages. Hot take, Norris having this mentality is a good thing because it shows he's willing to improve. Just look at this year's starts versus last year's starts. I do disagree with your comment there. I believe that every F1 driver is willing to improve. That's kind of pivotal to being a top athlete. You have to be constantly pushing because everyone else is constantly pushing and doing everything they can to like get better and get quicker. So you have to be doing the same. That kind of comes with the job. If he wasn't willing to improve, I think he would have been like, he would have fallen behind a long time ago. I don't think that comes from his specific mentality. And I saw, it was like Oscar this week in an interview. He came out and he said that he thinks Lando's reactions in those interviews is good. He's very honest, that kind of thing. It's good to be honest. It's good to be honest. What I don't think is helpful is being so overly harsh on yourself. Like, lots of time Lando seems to be very upset with himself. And that's kind of fine. You see other drivers, like, you see, like, with Max, if he feels like he's performed less than he should have, if he hasn't, like, won when he feels like he should have won, he looks pissed off. And I think that is, like, you know, you need internal motivation, yeah. But I think being overly harsh on yourself, it can just get you into, like, you know, it can get you kind of stuck in a negative mentality. And I think that's counterintuitive, personally. You have to get to a point where, like, shit, I should have done better. But then you, like, you kind of shake that off. Or you, like, you get kind of, like, angry, get kind of riled up, and then, like, go forwards. I think getting kind of, like, sad about it can potentially slow you down. Or at least that's the thing I've certainly seen in, like, people around me. So, yeah, I don't really know. I mean, you have to assume that anything a driver says is coached by the team because they're trying to get some, like, positive spin. Trying to get media saying what they want them to say. So Lando's teammate is not going to come out and say that he's a fucking idiot, is he? But no, I don't think I agree with that. Like, I think every driver is very honest. You see, with loads of them, if they feel like they've had a bad weekend, they will say it. I don't think there's a lack of honesty in Formula 1, but it's about how you present that. You know, you can be kind of, let's say, professional about it, and you can be like, yeah, bad weekend, I just didn't perform correctly, blah, 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 I need to do better, I need to work on my qualifying, I need to work on my starts. Or you can come out, you can be non-communicative and just, like, sad, basically. And those are different. Those are different, right? So, no, I don't think it's good, personally. I don't think it's, like, necessarily bad. People say, like, oh, it makes him not championship material. I don't agree with that either. But I do think it's probably holding him back. Mr. V, I want to see you doing Beam NG Drive. Yeah, maybe. Do I like the Lego F1 sets? I do, because I like Lego and I like F1. I don't have any. Because, again, they cost money. No, I think they look pretty good. And they're a big improvement over, like, previous years. I have one... I don't know if it's officially F1 branded, but I have a set from years ago, and it's like a white Formula car. And it has DRS and stuff. I think maybe it was F1, but it's not like a team. It's just like a white car. Which I want to say is like back at my mum's house somewhere. And it looks like the newer ones have like got more detail compared to that. So yeah, they look pretty good. They look pretty good.
Balance check. Copy, copy. Yeah, that's nice.
Have I played any more of Wreckfest 2? I played a little bit just to like test it out. It's quite bare bones at the moment. Like, it's a tech demo at the moment. It's good. There's an update with more cars and more tracks coming next month in May, I want to say. So it's gonna get like more fleshed out throughout 2025. Looking forward to seeing where it is like towards the end of the year. Very happy to like get in there now, just like have the game for when it's more filled out, because I thoroughly believe in like a couple years time it will have as much content as Wreckfest 1, but with like better technology. It's very good so far, so like very happy with it. I think a lot of our perceptions of how much it's affecting Lando is distorted by how soon after the race the press conferences are. He may not be fixating on them for long, but because he hasn't had time to think or examine the data. That is definitely true, yeah. And you have to imagine that's by design. Like, Formula One wants... They always say, like, oh, we want decorum and we want this and that, and, like, drivers should be professional, but having them go straight to the media pen is on purpose. They want people to give like raw reactions. They want people to still be angry or still be upset or whatever. They want to get like they don't want to get like corporate answers. If you interviewed everyone on Monday, give them a night to sleep on it and give them time to think about it and talk to their team, every single driver would give like a very corporate answer, I'm sure. It's intentional to interview them straight away because they're trying to catch drivers out. And yeah, it looks like Lando's just been caught out a few times. So I agree. Like, he may be fine, 2 hours later. And it's tough. It's really tough in the moment. You can be trained, you can be PR trained, but that's real hard when this is like your entire life and you've had something go wrong very much right in front of your eyes. Like, it's tough. Like, I get pissed off by stuff. Like, I'm not going to pretend that I'm like a perfect person who isn't affected by these things. So yeah, I do agree. I completely agree with that. Mr. V, I've discovered a massive flaw with your what if the F1 driver was banned in F2. In 2017, you said Perez won the championship by 4 points, but he was level on points with Max on 3-1-2. I don't think so. Is the answer to that question. Like, do you want me to pull up the data? I don't think so. But also, if they were head-to-head, like, I took tiebreakers into account, like it's tie-broken a number of wins and stuff like this, so I can bring it up if you really want. What is the folder called in here? There we go. Where is the data? 2017, you say? I just realized, is opening Excel mid-game going to slow the game down? Let's call these cards and see if we can make some little tweaks before quali. 91. Oh, mate. Surely that's better. Okay, let's give him that. We wanted to go into quali with good mentality. Let's give him some softs. So you can like scrub them out. It's fine. Go out with those. You two. What are we saying? 91. Not even the best. All right. Same sort of thing. Go out like that, Max. Tell me what you're saying. You get to see Mr. V's file naming convention. I'm not going to show you. I'm going to show you my secrets. Maybe I should just show you. Maybe it's just easier. They're just reconfiguring the cars anyway. Bong, bong, bong. Bong, bong, bong. Bong, 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 bong. So, this is the file for that. 2017. Obviously, we go through every races. Previous champions have their points taken out and redistributed down the pack. If we... look at the points tally. And we can backtrack it. We can look at all the race results. It's a big farm because the cells are colored. Like, I guess it takes a long time to reformat. And also I'm running a game. No version control spaces in the file name. Yeah, for a hobbyist project. Have you ever thought about using R instead of Excel? No, I've never thought about that, you heathen. Excel or death? Is this tomorrow's video? No, this was a video like over a year ago. I think it came out about a year ago today, actually, this. I think it doesn't enjoy being open at the same time as the game, would be my guess. Where does one download this data? One does not, I don't think. Anyway, you can see this line behind my eyes. Sergio Perez, 316 points to Max's 312. Oh. Let us see. Is this the Elo video? It is not. You can see in a second that he has absolutely got 316 points. God damn it. I'll tell you when it's loaded. I'll tell you when it's loaded. What are you saying? Perez finishes second, fourth, first, second, first, sixth, first, DNF, first, third, third. Well, there you go. You're missing an 8th place, for which he scores 4 points. He got 8th in the Belgian Grand Prix 2017. And you've called it a DNF for some reason. Did Perez DNF, but he was still classified? Is this what's catching you out? You come at me and you think I've missed a data point. You think I missed a data point? Come on. Come on. 2017 Belgian Grand Prix. I hate to do this to you. I hate to do this to you, but I also refuse to be wrong. So we've got that going for me, which is nice. Is it going to show you Chrome? Oh. What do you know? Oh, it doesn't want to show you. It's being rude. It's being very rude. Anyway, race classification. Sergio Perez retires from the race on lap 42 out of 44 with collision damage. In the actual race, is classified P17. But, as it's over 90%, he still qualifies for points. With the other people taken out, he is P8, scores 4 points, and therefore wins the championship. Are you happy? You got to look at the DNFs, mate. You got to look if they were classified or not. I never miss a data point. Do not at me. Do not at me about this kind of stuff. I read the race classification of every single race that ever took place in Formula 1. Don't think I missed anything. All right, let's get back to it. Oh, it'll show you that, but it won't show you Wikipedia for some reason. We send them back out? Yeah. Do a few more laps. Mr. V might be many things, but wrong is clearly not one of them. Google says DNF, whereas F1 site says classified P17. They got wrong data. I trust the F1 classification for an F1 race, funnily enough.
Good weaving now. Yep.
I don't think I ever thought about this. Okay. But why doesn't the entire grid eventually get banned in the championship? Well, because we have more races than years, quite fundamentally. Like, even if we're banning one person every year, we've only got 75 years. That's 75 champions. But we've had closer to 700 people compete in races. And so we never run out. Some years we got down to quite low numbers, but we never run out. Google AI infuriates me. Don't trust a thing that says. As with any language model, it's a language model, not a calculator. It is never correct on stuff like that. Mr. V, I think you have an incorrect data point from the 7th race 15 lap in the 1972 season. You joke, but I just straight up don't. I'm not good at many things, right? But data is one of them. As in, I'm good at. I hope that sentence... Sentences are not one of the things I'm good at. But data is. The average driver also doesn't have a 20-year career. Yeah, but we get so many that the turnover is high enough that it's fine. It doesn't matter. As I said, some years we got down to low numbers, but there's never zero. It's never zero. Mr. Thee, do you think that over-reliance on AI is going to make us all stupid? I think any reliance on AI will make you stupid, yes. They are language models. They're not designed to do anything else. It's predictive text. It's just predictive text. If you use these things without reading what they give you and thinking about whether it's correct or not, you are a fucking idiot. Just like if you just use predictive text to write text and then send them without reading them, that is just a stupid thing to do. So yes, if you rely on AI without thinking about what it's giving you, that is incredibly dumb, and you deserve to be treated badly for doing that. Like, let's say you're using it for schoolwork or at university and you like make it write an essay and then you get a bad mark. You thoroughly deserve that for being an idiot. And yeah, the problem with generative AI is it will always give the most popular responses to things. Even when people think, and you know, you can stylize it and you can tell it to do it in the style of whatever, it's still going to give you the most popular answer to a question. And so it can never, by definition, create unique art or answers to things. It can never make like an interesting point. It will always give you a popular one. So, yes. It will just give you generic, stupid answers. It actually doesn't answer anything. It just gives answer-shaped responses. Exactly. Like, it's it's a Google search. It's a very advanced Google search, and it's very useful for that if you understand it as that. But people using it instead of doing their actual work is moronic, and you will just like have a bad career if you do that, basically. My friend got laid off from a hospital job and replaced with AI, and then the hospital got sued because the AI leaked confidential data. There we go. Do stupid things, get stupid results. There we go. It's helpful to debug code and do basic admin tasks. Yeah, and so is Google. Like, it's no more useful than just learning how to Google stuff good. It's slightly faster, but if you just learn to code to a really simple level and learn how to search for stuff, it's the same as that. It's just that in a slightly more integrated platform, but that's it. Like, there's nothing new going on here. It just looks more new. All right, let's get to the end of the session. There's a young lass on my team who relies on AI to do everything, including sign birthday cards. I think, honestly, one day these people will just, like, I don't know, like, forget to feed themselves. Genuinely. Also, what is the point of being alive at that point if you're going to do literally 0 tasks? What do you do with your life? People who get ChatGPT to like answer their friends' WhatsApp messages and stuff, it's like, what are you doing? Like, why even continue breathing? Like, actually, what are you getting out of your day-to-day existence? Genuinely. What is the point? Did you see that in simulations the Merc engine 2026 runs out of energy and stops in the middle of the Monza straight? That feels like it's just not true. I'm pretty confident that the people at Mercedes performance powertrains are better than that.
You good to box?
And if that was genuinely the case, they would just take that back to Formula 1 and get the regulations changed, which they have done several times. So no, I don't think that's going to happen. Honestly, think ChatGPT is useful to Google more advanced questions that are too long for Google. No, you're just bad at Googling it. You're just bad at making the question shorter. There's nothing that's too long to Google. You just have to maybe Google it in separate parts. But then if it's a long question, it will require more than like a simple one-sentence answer. Just learn how to Google stuff. Learn how to look. Learn how to do research. Oh my God. I genuinely promise you, if you're trying to learn how to do anything, doing it the slow way will almost always mean you learn it better. It's like copying answers for a test. Like, yeah, you'll pass that test, but then if you go out into the real world, you're gonna have no idea what you're doing. Yeah. I know some of you are going to keep defending it because you enjoy using ChatGPT, but it is just hurting you. The people versus putting the work in, it really is that. But you can see the difference, and particularly if you want to work in anything creative. And you hear stories about like people being replaced, graphic designers losing their job, and video editors and stuff, but then, you know, the output gets worse, and companies getting drawn through the mud for using like AI video and stuff. And then these places will just go back to getting real people, basically. Or you can just make your own stuff, which still outperforms it. Guarantee you there is no AI that could, like, pin 401 fucking track cards to a wall and scream for 2 hours and 45 minutes. Ain't no AI can make that video. My job is safe. Alright, quality time. Car setup, annoyingly, still untested, so their confidence is not that high, but we're going to get there in the middle of the session. It's going to be fine. Do I just go back to the 91%? 91% is relatively high. What was his? 92? No. No, I trust myself. Yeah. His art, like, best setup thing is already outside the zone, so I trust it. Qualifying time here in Abu Dhabi. Let's do this. Do you think Verstappen's going to leave Red Bull for Merc? No. Plot twist, Mr. V is an AI trained on some guy in the basement. I would hate to see what the guy in the basement is like. If this is the, like, sanitized AI version. Jesus Christ, what has gone on with that guy in the basement? Alright, let's go a couple minutes. Get a banker going. Very nice. Why is Twitch advertising wine to me? Do you not want some wine? Everyone could do with a little bit of wine. I see no harm. You need a drink. Exactly. Twitch knows what you need. Yeah, so to answer your question, do I see Max leaving Red Bull for Merc? No, because Mercedes don't... Like, what would be the point? They've got Russell and Antonelli. That's a banging lineup for several years to come. I could see him leaving Red Bull. I could see a world where that happens, but not for Mercedes.
Yeah.
And as I said, it makes most sense for him to go to Aston, but then, like, why would he go to Aston? I think he would at least stay for 2026 in Red Bull, because the most likely thing is that Red Bull is going to be the quickest car out of all the options he has available to him. The only way I see him going to Mercedes is if Antonelli starts putting in absolute shockers and gets dropped, which I don't see happening. Russell decides to jump ship and go somewhere else, but I don't know where Russell would go. Unless Russell got an opportunity at, like where the hell would Russell go for the Mercedes? His best chance for a championship in 2026 is Mercedes. I mean, there's a strong chance that they will be the quickest car in 2026. So yeah. So I don't see why there would be a space at Mercedes for Max to go into. There's no reason for Mercedes to take him. They wouldn't really get any better results than they're currently getting.
What's this?
Like, fractionally, but not much.
I want to say something about AI. So the entire selling point is you don't have to remember stuff anymore because ChatGPT will know it. That is such a moronic point. I like knowing stuff. I pride myself on the random history facts I know about the medieval and F1 and football. Also, there was absolutely not a single time I tried using AI to talk about my special interests, and it was even close to me in knowledge of the subject. I hate AI and it shouldn't be used.
I completely agree, man. As I said, what is the point? Like, what's the point of having basically something else do your entire life for you? What is your life at that point? Yeah, it's good to learn stuff. It's fun. And the same thing with, like, creating like artwork and video and stuff. The fun is in the creating it. The art is in the creating it. Like, why have AI do it when you can just fucking get a stock image? It's very cheap to get stock images, so you may as well just do that if you don't want to make it. But if you do want to make it, then actually make it. It's just insane. It's like me saying, oh, I want to make videos for YouTube, but I don't want to research or write or be in them or edit them. It's like, if I did not, like, you know, it'd be nice to have some help with the editing, but if I did none of the steps, then what's the point? Obviously, some people just want to make some money. But, like, if you just want to sell anything and make some money, just, please, dear God, sell weed. It would be so much easier, and that makes people happy. Like, don't make some bullshit artwork that people don't really want and try and peddle it as some revolutionary thing. Just sell drugs, man. Or just get into a job that's, like, if you don't care, just go work for, like, the fucking oil industry as a salesman. They have crazy high salaries. Why push some shit that no one wants and pretend that you're, like, making it? You're not. Sell weed to kids. Yeah, kids love weed. Don't sell weed. No, weed is fine. You just grow it in your house. It's fine. .5 seconds off pole. Yeah, that's not good, is it? Did Max have traffic? I wasn't really paying attention. Mr. V is a stoner confirmed. I don't smoke anything. I have no interest. I just like don't enjoy it. We might have some edibles from time to time when I'm in a place where it's legal to do that. But I actually just don't really enjoy it. Give me a drink, you know. Give me a rum and coke and I'm having a great time. But other than that, I don't want to do anything. I've tried my fair share of experiences. And I just have no interest. Quick prediction for Jeddah Corniche. For Jeddah Corniche, the track or the Saudi Arabian Grand Prix? For the Saudi Arabian Grand Prix, I do believe McLaren 1-2. And I'm going to say George Russell rounds out the podium again. For Jeddah Corniche circuit, I think it will continue to be a heap of garbage, which for some reason produces quite fun races. Hopefully that helps. I just don't like it as a track. It's just stupid. It's just incredibly stupid. I made this point in the corners video, as you'll see tomorrow. Jeddah is just Avis with extra steps. It goes in a line, it turns around, it comes back, it turns around. You have made Avis with extra steps, so why not just go back to Avis? I reckon Ferrari may do well as they're good in high speed. Ferrari seems to be a complete dice roll, quite frankly. So I'm not gonna bet on them, but yeah, maybe. Corners video tomorrow. Corners video is coming tomorrow. Normally I release videos at 4 PM UK time. I'm thinking for this one I'll release it later, more like 7. And I'll do it as a premiere, so I'm not going to be streaming because I will be on the road driving around in my little car. I'm in my mom's car. Vroom, vroom. No. So I was thinking of releasing it as a premiere at about 7. So if you want, you can watch along with the other people here as if it were a live stream, as it is that kind of length. And there'll be a chat, you know, you can discuss it. So I think I'll do that. So it'll release about 7 PM UK time. Let's get down to my magical 2 minutes 30. Let's make sure we get Max a good bout of clean air. As he is currently slowest of all, so that's fun. Okay, we have a Ferrari coming down the straight. No one in the pit lane. I can't see if anyone's about to come out the pit lane. No, that's a Sauber! Okay, there's enough gap. There's enough gap. There's enough gap. That's enough gap. That's enough gap. I tell myself. My wishful thinking states. Is that why stream is today instead of Thursday? Yes, because I will not be here. We're hitting the road about 5 PM tomorrow, going down to Mrs. V's parents for the Easter weekend. So I'll be literally on the road this time tomorrow. So yeah, can't wait to see where Kota Turn 5 ranks. Kota Turn 5 being... So, guys, would you say that the Kota S's start at Turn 3 or Turn 4? Big question. Obviously, Turn 5 is a... What, I want to say left-hander in the middle of the Kota S's. Kota S's are very good. I'm not going to spoil anything, but... Not a bad corner, I'll put it that way. How can you go down from Brighton? Yeah, I've been infected by fucking other people's... forms of speech. We are, in a literal sense, driving north. Well, I mean, they could have lived on the Isle of Wight. They could live in France. You never know, but we are going north. Kota S's start at turn 3. Yeah, fair enough. Fair enough. Because, yeah, turn 3 is equivalent to Maggots 1, so I'll take that. Oh, we got people saying turn 4. An S is just a kinky straight, not a corner. Well, Shappy. Well, Shappy. Well. Putting words in my mouth. If it's bendy enough, it becomes a corner. Where's the threshold? I can't tell you my secrets, but you'll know it when you see it. Best Silverstone corner? It's tough, honestly. I would have to go with maybe Cops. End of sentence.
Gap ahead is
I'd say either Cops or Maggots 2. So the right-hander, the first right-hander of Maggots and Beckett's. One of those two has to be the best corner on Silverstone. I'd like to see you drive to the Isle of Wight. How do you think people get... You drive down to, like, Southampton and get on a ferry. Yeah, there's a point where you're on sea, but I'm not sailing the boat. Austria has a questionable turn. Austria has more than one questionable turn. Austria turn 5 is dubious, I will say. But certainly turn 2 is is a fraud. Okay, Max has gone purple sector 1, which we do love to see. I do feel like this is going to put him up in the top 16. Just! How'd you go purple sector 1 and you got P14? When will he learn to qualify? What is this? In theory, he can get knocked out if Drogovic and Albon have good laps. Are they both on flying laps? Albon looks slow. That doesn't look like a flying lap to me. Please come in, please come in, please come in, please come in, please come in. Drogovic? Bro. Yellow, 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 yellow. Okay, we'll take it, we'll take it. I think we're fine. I think we're fine. I went on the hovercraft as a kid, and that was a foundational memory for me. Hell yeah. Hovercraft is cool. So I used to go down a lot because my grandparents lived on the Isle of Wight, and they lived very near to one of the hovercraft stations in Ryde. But because we were always going down as a family, you can't take a car on the hovercraft. Hovercraft is like foot traffic. Oh, wait, no. Maybe one of them. Anyway, so you go on the ferry so you can take the whole car. Max is in. Hell yes. I'm going to take another break before we do Q2 actually, because we're almost been streaming for 2 hours. We are in, baby. From a driver's perspective, Cops is best, but Luffield from a grandstand perspective, in my opinion, because you get to see the driver on the attack getting better traction. I disagree. So I've sat at Brooklands and Cops for Formula 1, and I will say Cops... There's something about seeing cars go through Cops is so crazy. Yeah, you can see people coming down... You know, coming down the... Oh, fuck. Wellington Straight. If you're in the right seats. And then, like, going the whole way through Luffield and Brooklands. And Woodcote, if people could learn to pronounce it correctly. But I don't know. There's something about sitting at Cops that's just absolutely mental. I will say as well, there's a grandstand, the final grandstand at Beckett's. So the one that's like at the... It might even be called the Chapel Grandstand. That grandstand is very cool. Seeing cars come towards you through Maggots and Beckett's. Very nice as a spectator. And then, you know, just sitting in like the club grandstands or like Club Silverstone on the inside of Vale. Again, great places. Actually, the grass banking up at Vale is very nice as well. Many good places to watch Formula 1 at Silverstone. But I will say that Cops is better than Brooklands to sit as a spectator, having done both. Hot take, I hate Silverstone. Okay, that's a timeout. And that's how you get timed out. just straight up bad opinion. You're entitled to your opinion, but that one is wrong. Do you mean Woodcock? No, bro. No, I don't. Meanwhile, as an American, I have to pay out of my ass to get general admission to any race. I mean, it's not exactly cheap to go to the British Grand Prix, but still. But yeah, the price is coming down for the American ones, right? So yeah, have I gone go-karting? I go go-karting at every available opportunity. And I would like to do it more. We're moving and my rent will be cheaper in a month's time. So hopefully I can start karting more, and I might take a camera along with me, show you guys that I'm actually a generational talent. But yeah, what's the worst European track? Well, like Monaco, obviously, for racing, but like overall, like kind of overall spectacle. I mean, do you mean on the calendar now? I would have to go Imola. If I had to choose one to drop, I would choose Imola, personally. I need to close the prediction. Like, which answer? Closest is yes. Up to you. Well, who's put what in there? I feel like I'm being involved in some kind of riggery here, and it feels wrong if I get involved. It feels like insider trading of some kind. Depends if you want me to have points. I categorically don't want you to have points, Shabby. But I don't know the context. I don't know what to answer. Miami turned 14, 15, 16 is absolutely woodcock. So Miami turned 14, 15, 16 is what? The chicane and then the entrance to the main straight, which is garbage, mind you. One of the worst parts of any track on the calendar currently. Just pick whatever Shabby says. I don't know. I don't know about any of this. I just feel like I'm getting involved in something illegal here, and I just... Lucy will get the points if you say yes. I'll get very few more if you go no. Just pick no and give us our money back. I don't want to be complicit. I don't want to be complicit. I'm staying well out of this. I'm going to take a quick break, guys. I'm going to grab another glass of water. I actually haven't drunk any of this one, but one sec. I need another glass of water. I will be back in a second. You fancy an ad break? That sounds like a lovely idea. Why not? Said chat. Well, if you insist. I am back. So wait, could you guys not end the prediction because you've put money in the prediction. Is that it? You can't delete it and can't end it. Fine. It is done. It is done. And we should be speaking no more of this matter. The stain upon the integrity of the stream. I still have no idea what you guys are doing on Twitch for that prediction. Alright. Alright. Oh, we have 75 viewers. If I continue at this rate, I will become a Twitch partner. Look at that. No, don't leave. No. I want to be a Twitch partner. Yo, come back. Come back. All right, let's do some Q2. People like to see the cargo room. I've heard. Q2. Max snuck in with a P15. Hopefully he can sneak in once more. BRB going to... No! I want to be
Do a barrel roll.
I want to be a Twitch partner. I want to be a Twitch partner. Oh. Oof boof. Hit the screen. That's how we roll. Facial hair looking great. I need to trim it. Tomorrow morning, I'm taking this fully off, so it's like pure
Do a
moustache.
barrel roll.
Tomorrow morning, I'm shaving this fully, so it's just moustache. So all this will be gone. Then I'll look like I sell weed to kids. Hell yeah. Why is Verstappen so bad? I couldn't tell you why, but he is. So please be cautioned. A word of warning if you wish to play this game for yourself. Verstappen is garbage.
Do a barrel roll.
Let me at least send them out for their bankers. Why no... Magnussen?
Now, if you're
Magnussen?
able to take a look here.
Well, I
and if
never.
you watch Magnussen. Things were all right.
Slow one for you there, bad grip.
Struggling with the
We
car.
had a
By
low
that
traction
point,
moment there.
it's just too late.
The socks on hard floor setup is suboptimal. With these bits, you'll be able to get wireless headphones at least. I genuinely need them for the streams only. Like, these are fantastic for editing and stuff. And bizarrely, I never have to spin around when I'm editing. It's only when I stream, and I just don't understand why that is.
Do a barrel roll.
It's tiresome. When have you played it anonymously? You cowards. I have wireless EPOS ones. EPOS? I think these Audio Technicas do have a wireless variation.
Do a barrel roll.
Wait. Let me do one to the left. Oh, all clean. Look at the speed. Look at the rotational velocity on this man. Oh. How do I pay bits for it? It's in the, sorry, on Twitch, there's like a panel down below for sound alerts. It's in there. I believe it's called Barrel Roll. Get Meze Imperians. They're only like 10k. Believe me, if I had 10 grand, that would not be my first purchase. What's going on here? Oh, my ERS has exploded. So that's nice. That's going to help. Scout of Bankers done. Piastri actually goes third still with no ERS. Verstappen 1.2 off the base. Max, what are you doing? Maybe having new softs is worse here in Abu Dhabi. This guy, man. I genuinely think we might not finish this race. We might just have to retire both cars, which is fine. I would quite like to get the bonus for finishing position. So I'm not just gonna do it like flat out. I'll try and get them to finish, but we shall see what happens. Nothing more dangerous than a Twitch watcher with a lot of money and nothing to lose and a desire to see man spin. That's very specific. Here on the Yas Island. It's not even an island. Surely it's just the coast.
Do a barrel roll.
Yes. Surely it's not an island. It's technically an island, I think. It's artificial. No, I don't care. I don't care how it was constructed. I care whether it's attached to the mainland or not.
That's a bit left.
Germa is live. I have to make a tough choice. I don't blame you. I don't blame you if you head off.
I'm in.
I just resent you, but I don't blame you. Thought it was a man-made island. Liam Lawson enjoyer. I still have seen no evidence that that's not just actual Liam Lawson. With the username Liam Lawson enjoyer. You can't prove that's not really Liam Lawson. Alright, go out in the scrubbed ones, come on. When corner ranking video coming out? Tomorrow. This time, well, a couple hours earlier, tomorrow. It's going to come out as a premiere on YouTube, which means you can watch it kind of as if it was a live stream, chat along with other people, but tomorrow afternoon. The single most epic Formula 1 video you have ever seen. Certainly the longest one that I've ever put out on this channel. It's going to be a time. A time shall be had by all. Can we try a zero stop with Max? For fuck's sake. Can we not do like the Alex Albon, like all the laps and then pit on the last lap kind of thing? I'm not against trying that. Max might enjoy it. He might have a great time. Might have a ball. Right. Is he in space? Carl's coming out. I see an RB coming out there. Okay, that should be space. That should be space. No! 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 Who is that? I think there's enough gap. I think there's enough gap. As long as these guys don't come out, I think we're fine. I think we're fine. I think we're okay. I remain calm, as always. Gotta go before everything in my house explodes. It's an okay reason. I'll allow it today. How long is the video so I can set time aside? It's 2 hours 45. Imola Turn 1 is the best course. Bro. You don't even know the half of it. Let's not. Imola is the only track to have a fake first corner, which is a crazy audacious thing to do. To start the lap and then present us with a fraudulent corner is, in a way, a big balls maneuver. and in another way, the work of sociopaths. Why is pit exit a tunnel? Ooh.
What's this?
What is this?
I need to slice some veggies for supper, don't mind me.
Well, at least you work quickly in the kitchen. How was he eliminated? What? We didn't resume? We didn't resume? I guess there wasn't enough time. Yeah, okay, we're gonna send him on hards to the end. Fuck it. If we have any hards, that is. Bro. Bro. Do you see Verstappen just signed for Aston 2027? F1 notification just came. That made that.
That should be pit lane.
I mean, I'll check it, but that can't be true. There's no way you would sign for a team that far in the future. Let me see. Let me see. So, GP Fans says Max Verstappen Red Bull exit done already, reports Sky F1 pundit. But I mean,
Hello.
no, there is no, nothing is announced. Basically, it's just going to continue to be speculation. But there's obviously rumors of like special meetings inside Red Bull, and like they could just be meeting for like, you know, trying to get new.
Do a barrel roll.
Oh, clean. You know, it could just be completely unrelated stuff. Like, as much as the media is connected in the paddock, they're not inside the teams. And so, yeah. I've always said, it's not... I don't believe anything until I see the Formula 1 breaking news Instagram post. That's when it's real.
Do a barrel roll.
Until that time, it's all rumors. I need to get like a counter on screen for these. I want to know how many I do in like a 3-hour period of the stream. Max might just retire. There is a chance, honestly. I think there is a chance. Not even when the teams announce it? No.
Tyres and brakes.
Because teams will release random crap. If I don't have a Formula 1 breaking news Instagram graphic presented in front of me, it's not real. That is the only reliable news source in Formula 1. Everything else is rumors. I don't care what publication it comes from. Sky Sports F1, motorsport.com, from a tweet from fucking Albert Fabrega. I don't care. If I don't see a Formula 1 breaking news alert, it's not real. You should live by that as well. Too many people fall in for news stories like over the off-season, particularly in silly season rumours. Remember the Alpine Piastri story, teams can fuck up. Exactly. Exactly. Do you think Leclerc will eventually retire in the Ferrari? I can see that happening. Yeah. What about F1 app? If I don't see a Formula 1 breaking news Instagram graphic, it's not real. There's no conditions to that sentence.
You're clear ahead. We're happy
If it was real, they would make the Instagram graphic. I don't care. Like, even Formula 1 writers write speculation pieces. Actually, they're some of the worst offenders sometimes. As good as they may be, I've seen some pieces from like a fucking Lawrence Barretto and stuff like that that are garbage about upcoming changes, team performance, all this stuff. Just because they work for F1 doesn't mean they know everything. They're still just reporters in the pit lane at the end of the day. Breaking news, graphic, or nothing. Right, let's see what Oscar can do in his banker. P6. We're going to have to turn him around real quick because the in-lap is going to be quite slow. We've got enough time, it's fine. What if you met a driver and he told you he's gone to that team? Genuinely, I would not believe it until I saw the F1 breaking news graphic. Because once again, contracts don't mean anything in Formula 1. I'm not joking. Sometimes the driver does not know. Like, it's out of there. They might think they're going to a team, but then the team rips up the contract. Also, Miggles, thank you for the Prime follow. I am deadly serious. There is one reliable news source in Formula 1. Everything else is rumours. There was a breaking news graphic about Piastri to Alpine, though, even that is... Yeah, but that's Alpine things. They can screw up in ways that were previously thought unattainable by humanity. So that's a whole different story. Where would Oscar go if McLaren falls off next year? Whichever team is best, I suppose. He would be able to pick wherever he wants, really. Alright, that should be good space. Should be able to get a decent lap in here. Yeah, okay, yeah. There was a graphic for Piastri to Alpine, but please consider Alpine things. Is a whole other level of stupid. People always go on about Ferrari strategy. Alpine things is on a different level. You have to understand this. Previously, it was Renault things. Benetton things. That organization has a capacity for bullshit that you could not imagine. I would tell you some personal stories from working with Renault, but I can't. I need to go check the NDAs I have. But all I can tell you is that organization has a capacity for bullshit that would astound you. Is Piastri the hottest commodity in F1? No, it's Max Verstappen. Let's be really, really real here. It's Max Verstappen, the guy who has won 63 races and 4 World Championships. Piastri is good, yeah, but if you had the choice of both of them for the same price, obviously it would be Max Verstappen. Like, Piastri's right up there, but he's not Max. Did I used to work with/for them? Yes. He's gone yellow. I don't have particularly high hopes for this. I think we're just qualifying P6. And actually, Vesti has also gone yellow, yellow. Okay, Leclerc's just showing off in P1. I think we're getting P6. We are. Okay, it's all good. If video airing out Renault's dirty laundry with your million subscriber vid, I need to check. Honestly, what I signed. I need to check what legal agreements are in effect. I know that the second time I was working with them, I didn't sign much. But from the first time, things can last a while.
Only 58 laps stand between the drivers and the checkered flag.
Haven't watched the streams too because time zones, but here today for the finale. Ugh. I have to say, it's probably not going to be the best race of the season. There's nothing to play for here. Like everything's already wrapped up. We're just, we're here for a good time. In everyone's favorite Formula 1 track, Abu Dhabi Yas Island.
There's a reason why the Yas Marina circuit is used as a test track. The long straight.
Thank you, Crofty, for your riveting fun facts about Yas Marina. Let's go to the race. Okay. Is wanting soft, medium, hard? I'm thinking soft, hard, soft? No. Soft, medium, soft. We shall make it work. We shall make it work. Soft, medium, soft for Oscar. Can we push these more? Probably not for the best. No. It was good. Okay, soft, medium, soft. I like it. And then max, we're going to go hards until 1 lap before the end. We may as well. It could win us the race. Let's just modify this one. So, hards, and then I guess we just do a lap on softs. How fast can they... Ooh! I reckon he can make it work. We'll give him 3 laps. We'll be nice. Max, please, dear God, don't boof this. I'm actually, controversially, not going to underfuel this time. What's off you going? Okay. Are you ready for the final race of 2025? No stop, see what the game does. I'm not again. We'll see when we get there, right? We'll see when we get there. I think he will just get disqualified. Which I'd rather not do. Particularly if we are going to miss out on like $1 million. But if he's way out there, then yeah, fuck it. Maximum underfuel on max? Yeah, okay. I don't hate it. And then we just run like easy on fuel, yeah? I don't hate it. Okay. Are you ready for the 2025 season finale? Mr. versus Garage. Will they get their first win? No. It's going to be great.
Final checks have been carried out by the teams. And it
Plus 3 minute delta.
You and I won't be the only ones keeping an eye on Oscar Piastri, Karun.
Get your eyes off my Oscar.
Hold on tight. It's the Abu Dhabi Grand Prix. It's lights out and away we go.
We want aggressive overtakes on Oscar. We'll put it on Max, but actually he just needs to kind of chill and just stay there. If he can just stay with the cars ahead, Sergeant. If he can just stay in a nice DRS train, that is ideal for Max. We also need to be careful not to explode this ERS. It basically already has exploded, so that's going to be a fun one. But we only have to do 58 laps, and then it all gets chucked in the bin. That's all we have to do. 14.5 under fuel? Yes. Yes. Mr. V, do you think Max can hold on to the McLarens like he did last year? The gap kept coming down in individual race, but if you look at the whole seaon, it remained the same. It it depends, mate. It depends on technical advancements. Like Formula One is not static. The technical pecking order is where it is currently, and if every single race was run with these cars and they couldn't change them, I would say probably not. But things change. I think there's a chance Max stays in the fight the whole year. I'll call it 50-50 at this point. Piastri up into P5, started P6, got Hamilton behind. Hamilton often does this, but then just sails past us later in the race.
5. Car ahead Sainz.
We are just outside DRS from Sainz. As long as we can follow through turn 3-4,
Hamilton, car behind.
which we probably can't, but then Sainz is fighting, which maybe slows him down. No, we're going to be outside DRS, for fuck's sake. God damn it. It's going to be good.
Focus on cooling the tyre
Max
down.
is staying in DRS and actually is right on the back of Ocon, who is not too far behind Vesti. This could work. He saved about 0.3 that last lap. Honestly, I don't hate what's happening with Verstappen here, particularly if he can get ahead of the tyre prediction. Fully cut the apex there, I'm pretty sure, but I'm not gonna tell the stewards. If he can get slightly ahead, we can get these tyres to the very end of this race. Not that that's legal, but we can. But Max will always defend. No, because then he'll go slower. We want him to be as far up the road as possible. I could put him on like avoid curbs to save tyres. Is that a thing? If I give him avoid high risk curbs, do his tyres stay in there more? Who's my favourite driver? Yes, it does. Alright, we're going to do that for him. I think we can keep the tyres going to the end in that case. I don't have a favourite driver, I just like watching cars drive in circles. I know he's going to be slower, but he's got pace to stay on the pack anyway, so should be fine. This genuinely could actually work out quite well for Max. It's up in P11 and looks like he might be about to get P10 as well. These two are fighting, and he could just get 1 or even 2 places with a dive bomb here. Sends it on the Jote.
This is good.
Clips over the apex again, illegal overtake, but once again, if the stewards didn't see it, I am not gonna tell them. Piastri is still on P5, falling off the back of Sainz. Ricciardo mechanical fault, but we're holding Hamilton behind, which I'm not against. Need to not bottom out that ERS. Please don't break that ERS. And actually, it looks like we can save fuel relatively quickly, so we're going to keep Oscar burning for now. Burn down to maybe 0.2, and then get him back onto a save, that kind of thing. Okay, we bottom the ERS. That's my bad. That's my bad. Didn't really want to do that. Hopefully we can get it back. Let's see. Oscar is looking for a lap 17 stop. Okay. If this game's anything like F1 Manager 22, there's a 50-50 chance for a last lap safety car. Genuinely, we could get a really good finish position with Max if we did pit like final lap under a safety car. I don't hate that. We call Mr. Latifi back on a special interest mission. A special exercise down at turn 14. Could be huge for us. Don't forget to drink the mystery juice. It is simply water today. You've got to be hydrated. Cheers. Cheers. Verstappen kind of struggling down there with the P10 to 12 places, but that's okay. They're all going to pit, and then he's going to be up in first, and he's going to win. It's fine. It's all good. Getting ERS back. Max's tyres are getting cold, which is one thing. We do have to be careful of that. He's okay on life. He's okay on life. And actually, they got back in the window. Back in the window. We do love windows. Avoiding the curbs cools the tires massively. Okay, we'll keep an eye on it. We'll keep an eye on it. They're in the window now. That's because he's fighting. So if he goes in free air, maybe I'll turn it off to keep some temperature there. Back into P11. Hi, Mrs. V. She messaged to say that she has bought eclairs. Perhaps to celebrate Leclerc's championship victory. Very on theme. Okay, we're kind of holding these positions for now. I'm going to keep pushing on fuel. I'm going to get to that -2 and then we'll start to save again. I don't hate what's going on here. 17 for Oscar stop. Let's start to go into times 4. Let's get through this thing. Max up in the points again. Guys are fighting. Ocon on hards. Magnussen on softs. And Gasly behind on softs. Very nice. Very nice. I guess the soft runners will start to pit close to us. They push tires a little bit harder. We've got like people in the 60s and we're still on 70 of Oscar. Oh, sorry. Mrs. V has requested that I read out to you her other message where she said, I bought eclairs and then also big peanuts. Sorry, big PP peanuts. That's peanuts. Penitz. Just for clarification. That was crucial to the understanding of the message, it seems. Lewis is murdering those mediums. That's what being stuck behind Piastri will do to you, I guess. Okay, we have fallen off him a little bit, but that's fine. Vesti's coming at us. I thought that was an actual thing and there was like a red flag or something. I think the game just had a bit of a... Russell's transponder has gone down again. That scared me. I thought everyone's tires exploded simultaneously. Not a fan. not a fan of the game doing that. Verstappen into P9. Into P9. It's going well. And look at what Oscar needs to mimic a fraction of our power. 20% extra tire life. Ocon. Pathetic. Stroll with a mechanical fault. Aston Martin not catching us today. Just actually going really well for us, which is crazy. Verstappen in P8. He can do this, you know. He can do this. Okay, what lap are we on? 13. Car's getting bad. Engine getting bad. ERS getting bad. Hell yeah. How is Max's fuel like? The way he's been saving it back, is he going to save it before the end? I think he is. I think he is. Yellow flag. Safety car. Safety car. Safety car. Safety car now would be so ideal for Piastri.
Okay.
Oh, it's just a Hulkenberg spin. Bro. Is F1 Manager worth it? Yeah, I think even at full price, it's like 30 quid. It's decent. It went free for a week. There's a chance it might do that again, so I'd maybe hang around to get it on sale or for free or something like that. But yeah, it's a good game. Opinions on Abu Dhabi as a track? I think it's underrated, honestly. I don't think it's particularly good in Formula 1. I think it doesn't produce great racing here, but then also because it hosts the season finale, when so many times the season's already wrapped up, we often get boring races here. I do think for other machinery, it is a good track, genuinely, particularly with the changes now made. The corners that I designed, mind you. Yeah, I think it's underrated, actually. Parity at lap 53. Interesting. Interesting. $16-year F1 career just to bin it uncontested. And see, that was an unforced spin. Just so you guys are aware. Because you seem to have trouble with these concepts. Rough maths? I can take rough maths. That's fine. That's fine. People are pitting. Magnussen's pitting. He's behind us anyway. I like where this is going. Vesti's on the back of Piastri. Vesti is on hards, which are actually really coming good compared to these other runners. I guess low tire life here is pretty crazy. There's quite a lot of high-speed corners, right? You know, like turns 1, 2, 3, 4. The jury's out whether turn 4 is a real corner. But then also like the second, basically the entire, after the straights, everything there, you need good tire life. So I guess the hards just come good, and Vesti's on hards, which are better than these softs. And also McLaren is just faster than us.
Oh my god, are you kidding me?
The ERS fully gone. Kind of not too surprised about that. I think there's a chance that his entire engine explodes, so that's fun. Let's see what's happening with Zhou.
But the car's definitely not happy. Surely
No.
some kind of fault.
I mean, that looks fine from where I'm sitting. We're going to pit him in a sec. Hopefully he can reboot the ERS a bit more when he's in the pits, which would be nice. Multiple positions lost. Max?
Right, we're at turn 9. That's the location for this one.
Is he just getting dive bombed down into the spoon?
Fighting.
Alright, it's just straight line speed. Fair enough. There's not much we can do about that. What am I expecting from Audi in 2026? Not much. Keep your expectations low. It's a new team. I mean, it's tough. Formula 1 is tough. Like, the teams that are here have been doing this for a long time, and it's very, like, highly optimized. So, yeah. I'm not expecting all that much from Audi. It really depends how good their engine package is. I mean, as is the same with any team. If they cracked it there, then yeah, maybe. Okay. Let's call his stop. Go up slightly on these.
Box. Copy, box.
Just so sounds nonchalant, even in the game, just constantly. Oh, please, dear God, give us a safety car just to see pits. That would be so goddamn good. Tsunoda pits ahead. I think it's going to come out ahead of Piastri. No, behind. Good. Just a red flag now. And we are golden. And Tsunoda's behind Verstappen even. I don't hate that. Literally next to Piastri on pace. He's actually just catching Piastri. Thank God we're pitting. Okay, Piastri comes out. Ooh, 7th fastest pit stop. Go us. What was the time? I wasn't even looking. I wasn't expecting it to be good. Okay, coming up P13.
13.
Ahead of Gasly, behind Hamilton.
He's going to be Albon.
By actually quite a way. It's alright. We can do this. Deploy on that. We got this. Let's go. I think going long on tyres is the way to go here. So this longer medium stop could work out quite well for Oscar. I might get him to avoid curbs and just like have him go longer on these mediums. I'm going to do that. We can pit later and then just absolutely blast it on those softs right at the end. It seems to work out. Right, let's start going through this thing a little bit quicker. Max is actually catching Tsunoda ahead at some points. He is as well. He just needs to stay in the DRS. They're all going to keep pitting. He just needs to stay close. And we are... Oh, shit. And we are good.
No energy. Cover.
I'm actually genuinely getting excited about a good result here. I think we could be on for a banger here. We just need that red flag. One lap before the end. We win this. Up into fourth. Up into fourth. Bottas and Tsunoda might just crash each other out, you know. These things have happened before. Piastri making good inroads in P8. We'll get there. We'll get there. Is it theoretically possible even if you box the sauce at the end? He can definitely do it. Like, we can go under 30%. You just run a risk of a puncture. Very high risk, but you can drive for less than 30%. It looks like he's going to be at 30% as the line predicts on lap, what, like 33? Oh, sorry, 53, that kind of thing. I don't like that music. Quite frankly. Quite frankly, don't enjoy that. Max is now losing a couple of places, which is kind of unsurprising. You've got Sainz on fresh tyres. Sainz on fresh mediums behind him, which is, yeah, unsurprising to say the least. But we keep going. We keep pushing. We can still get a double points finish here. I really think that. If we get that 2 million, that helps us for next season. We are not saving these tyres any more than without that, I don't think. So I'm going to turn that off, keep the temperature there, go a bit faster. Gasly overtakes us, we'll get him back. We'll get him back. Don't worry about that. I'm also going to turn this off on Max for a bit, see if it makes a difference on the progress of the tyres. I think it's not doing much, but if it's getting our tyres colder, that's actually bad overall. Is the game coded right? There's a strong chance that we won't get disqualified. You know, back when you could just change an engine and get no penalty, like maybe they haven't checked this because no one ever tries it. We shall see. We shall see how it goes. Have you put a prediction on for this, by the way, Xavi? It feels like something you would do. Can Max zero stop? Yeah, we can answer that yes, even if he like stops on the last lap. We don't have to like actually cross the line with the zero stop. I think we can, beyond a reasonable doubt, call it like 2 laps before the end. Okay, Piastri is going to catch Verstappen. Just understandable, I think. It's not great, but we could stop him onto full safety car. Full safety car. We could put Oscar on these hards, and he can get to the end easy.
Okay.
I think we do that for Oscar, right? Pit Max. We're not picking Max. We are not pitting Max. We've got a point to prove here. I think Oscar onto hards, then he can push for the end. Yeah, yeah. But Max is staying out. We see how it goes. Get in those pits. Sadly, we're down by turn 5, which is quite annoying. Let's see how it goes. Let's see how it goes. Who crashed as well?
Let's take a look at the replay. Here we are then looking at turn
Magnussen
12, and you can see
with a
how tight it
puncture.
is.
The game.
And the contact between the cars, inevitable.
Was that Drogovic?
Eventually, after that, it seems the
Drogovic doing
drive
Drogovic things, basically.
and not much that the team.
Max getting sabotaged by the team just like in real life. He's about to win this race, mate. You just watch. You just watch.
Okay.
Would it be allowed to do a last lap one stop in real life? I think you have to stop one lap before the end, but teams have done that. Well, I think when Albon famously did it, I don't know what race that was, Australia. People have done like a lap one stop and they go to the end, and I think you can stop 2 laps before the end. I think you have to do a full lap on the set for it to count, because obviously in some tracks your pit box is actually before the line, so you could pit but then come out and roll over the line. That doesn't count. You have to do a lap on the set of tires for it to count.
24 laps to go.
Okay, everyone in front of us pits. Let's see if Vesti does as well. They're all going to come out ahead of us, so Max is not going to inherit the lead. Yeah. But he will get ahead of, like, Vesti if Vesti pits, which he does.
Oscar in.
Did Oscar say Oscar in like a Pokemon? We know Oscar, mate. Just say I'm coming in. I think that might be like standard procedure in Formula 1. I don't know, but it sounds quite funny. Whoa, whoa, whoa! Unsafe release? Unsafe release from McLaren? He had to stop. Where are the penalties for these? If that's not a thing in the game, and Vesti doesn't get a penalty, that's genuinely upsetting. They do that at McLaren because they say Lando and Oscar sound too similar. You can see, they have data. They can just see which car's coming in, but whatever, fine.
Come behind now. Leclerc 5.5.
Okay, Piastri down to 8th, Verstappen up into 6th. Intriguing, intriguing. Their voices sound too similar. Yeah, but they have... The cars have transponders. They have a map. They can just see where the cars are. I get it. It's like a failsafe, right? I understand why you do it, but it sounds very silly. Got my fuel back. We have indeed. I don't like that. I need to burn that. I do not enjoy having fuel in the car. They're all going to pass Max. No, 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 no. You just wait and see. It's not that easy to pass in Abu Dhabi. I'm not so sure about that one. Okay, let's go through the safety car period. Pretty sure you can go standard on those tyres. Who will win Le Mans this year? Bro, I straight up have no idea. I don't follow it, I don't know. I'm writing a paper for my university about F1 drivers and swearing. Do you know of a race that had lots of swearing? All of them.
Yeah, copy that.
It's motorsport, man. Every single race. What did everyone pit onto? We have got hard, soft for Bottas, hard, soft for Hamilton, hard, medium for Vesti, splitting the difference, but I think everyone else probably has no mediums. Push Max's fuel? Yeah. You definitely got to balanced.
Tyres are good. Yeah, copy.
I guess we push it for a couple of laps. What lap are we even on? 37. We'll leave him on balance. We'll leave him on balance at the end. Might do my dissertation on rain in F1 races. What do you think? Well, you got to be more specific than that. That's not a title, rain in F1 races, is it? Like, what about rain in F1 races? Alright, let's get the safety car in. Need to wait for Oladelli to catch the pack. I think as well, considering Oscar is just very good at making up places and is very good on new tyres, he has a chance. Do we tell Max not to fight him? I'm not so sure about that. Lapped cars overtake. Oh, we're going to be here for a while with this safety car, I think. You have to wait for Van Dorn to get the whole way around again, right? Oh, they might do it this lap. They might do it this lap. Looking at whether teams rationally react to rain and evidence risk-loving or risk-averse attitude. Yeah, fair enough. I think you'll find that they're actually pretty good. Like, they obviously employ entire teams of people to create models and these things, so I think you'll find they're pretty spot on most of the time. Well, not spot on, but they are pretty good at, like, averaging out onto, like, a good result. As that is literally some people's entire job. Okay, push on that. Don't push the tires. Push on that. Max, you can push on that as well. Also, don't push your tires. Okay, we're good.
Cancel the lift and coast.
I might push his fuel just down to like -1, then put him back up. Just to like keep him in this pack for the first 2 laps or so. Let's see how this goes. Right alongside Vesti. Leclerc has not... Van Dorn spins on turn 7
Right, let's follow the
while catching the pack? Stoffel. Bro. Not while catching the back up. Okay, Leclerc goes. We drop Ocon quite nicely on the back of Vesti. Lovely stuff. Get him into the hairpin. Get him down the main straight. I'm not going to put Max on defend. I don't want him to, like, use up his tyres defending that kind of thing. Or slow himself down too much. Vesti's probably going to get him. That's fine. If he can help Oscar get through on Vesti, we love to see it. Yeah, Vesti gets through on Verstappen. That's okay.
Ocon is the car behind.
That's okay. Back to Formula E with you, Stoffel.
Push on.
I think Max is right. I'm not too worried. Not going to mention that line. Through the chicane. You do you, Oscar. Ocon gets through. Don't like that. Keep it going. Come on. You got fuel for days, Oscar.
Going. Gasly behind.
Probably actually push these tyres harder, I think. Gasly gets through instead of Ocon. It's musical chairs here for P8. Oscar does not like to sit down, it would seem. Struggling with these hard tyres, but I think it will come good. If these people are on... Okay, Gasly's on hards as well, but I think it will come good. I choose to believe. Max is going to go back to balance fuel. Just because I'm not entirely sure he's going to get to the end of this race. Otherwise. Tyres are... Actually made no difference on the safety car, so that's fun. Oscar gets through. Up into P8. He can chase down Gasly and Vesti. Lovely stuff. Max could be a little screwed, but I think he's fine. Because Ocon is washed. Oladelli at the back. Mechanical faults. Lovely stuff. Okay. No, Ocon's right on the back of Verstappen. We'll make it work. We're going to get Gasly as well. Lovely. Watch this. Just take that interesting line through the chicane. Oscar, come on. Jump the curbs. What are you doing? We'll live into it. Do I know what was the biggest F1 penalty ever? I do not know. It's kind of hard to clarify because there's obviously different types. You can get like a grid positions penalty. You can get a time penalty. Like, it's a bit of a weird, like, what do you mean biggest? And also, do you mean biggest in terms of like number of infractions or biggest penalty for a single infraction? Like, what do you mean? Safety car kind of ruined Max. Yeah. Yeah. It's almost as if we should have pitted Max. People will say. But we're here to prove a point. We're here to prove a point. We really should have pitted him, though. Yeah, being disqualified from the entire championship, that's pretty hefty. McLaren being disqualified for the entire constructors plus a 100 million euro fine, that's pretty hefty penalty. So yeah, there's all different types of penalties. Flavio Briatore got a lifetime ban, which in fact meant like a 15-year ban. Actually, it got overturned after about 6 years. So yeah, there's all different kinds of penalties. Mr. V, if you could be an F1 driver right now, starting this weekend, would you, even though you have your current skill level and will probably be terrible? Firstly, rude. Like, unnecessary insult. No, and considering it's Jeddah, no, I don't know if I would even like survive the race. I probably would just crash, and that seems painful. So I'm going to say no. On a different weekend, sure. Not Jeddah. Not Jeddah. I don't want to drive Jeddah. I don't want to do that.
The vibrations quite bad now.
Piastri, what's gone wrong? Gear. It's actually the gearbox of all things. Would not have guessed that. Yeah, this is. We're down in the broken club with Zhou and Sargent. It's going alright. There's a chance Verstappen could get back into that P10 if like Sargent and Zhou retire, which is quite funny. Let's see how it goes. 13 laps to go. Yeah, Max can do that. Max can do that. Let's get through this thing. Yeah, Max is falling down more. I should have pitted him, but we have to prove a point.
Can you check the temperature?
No, we know the tyres are cold. I checked them and they're freezing cold. Yeah, you're right. You know, get on with your job. Stop complaining. If we got another safety car, it would be insane. I guess everyone pits the thing. Actually, yeah, another safety car now would just actually compound our issues. Just let Max go to the end. No, I agree. I completely agree. We will. Oscar's still going to get some points by the looks of it. Bottas pits again. Curious. Gets up into P7 for Piastri. Why would you do that, Bottas? Only 10 laps to go. That's weird. Okay. Push ERS. Keep Zhou behind. Keep some places. Verstappen's just dropping down. Oh, bro. We're in such a good place. Mandatory compound change. Do you think they're going to, like, pull him in? I didn't actually read that message. Do you think they'll pull him in? Like, do you think they won't give me a choice? Is Oscar still avoiding curbs? No, I took that off. Peak confidence as well, up in P6. Very nice. It's good on tyre life. We can actually just push these a bit more. Well, maybe best to... He's got 10 laps, he'll be fine.
Push more.
For science. I'm not going to click anything. I'm leaving him out now. I'm happy to leave him out. He's going to be well below 30% at the end of this race, so it's going to be interesting staying out of the wall, but... You know, I trust Max. He's nothing if he's not... Well, I was about to say he's nothing if he's not consistent, but he's actually very inconsistent this season, so... It's a game warning me that I'm going to get disqualified. I would like to see them try. Verstappen makes an overtake. It comes good. I think Drogovic has a major issue, right? Well, he's got no front wing, so that'll do it. That old chestnut. Have I seen Peter Brook's content? I have. I feel like he makes similar videos in very different ways. Yeah, I think that's an accurate way to put it. But I think what I like about my videos is the way that I make them. And they're just suited to like that type of question. So I've watched a couple of these things, but I can't say I watch it regularly. I don't watch many people regularly in the Formula 1 space. Just because I watch a lot of Formula 1 anyway, like on TV. So I don't really need to see other YouTubers' opinions. But I'll catch up on what some people are doing, you know. Do I always stay on ×1? No, it keeps putting it back on ×1 for me. I'm not about to sit here for 2 hours and watch these races. Went away for 10 minutes, what happened? Yeah, safety card. We got a safety card, mate. It was like the one thing that was going to screw Max. He was in P8 as well. P8! Do you like Tomo? Do you like golf? I saw he started the golf channel. Tomo's been into golf. He's one of those people I think he like plays as much as he can. It's interesting he would start the channel. I guess for him it's just like if he was going to go play anyway, you may as well hit record.
Yeah.
Ad break. Okay, I'll leave it on ×1 for now then. They're actually gaining on Vesti ahead. I don't hate that. I watch Peter Brook at night because his energies are peaceful. I watch yours midday because they're so energy filled. Yeah, mine are not nighttime, sleepy time videos exactly. What's the plan after this season? I will do a 2026 season, but not immediately. So we'll play some other games on stream for a bit. Not exactly sure how long, but we'll try some other stuff. We'll do some other stuff. We actually might overtake Vesti for P5 here. With no gearbox and no ERS, we're going to get P5 in this race, and no engine as well. Max's tyres are on 30 now, so that's good. It's what we like to hear.
He's 1.2 behind.
Rimworld? I think to multi-stream onto Mysteries Garage on YouTube, it should be car themed. I'm not against doing some Twitch only stuff and just like playing some games. But I'm not just going to play random games on the YouTube stream. If it's going on Mysteries Garage, it has to be at least somewhat car related. We shall see, but I'm not against it. I've been playing a bit of Repo recently with friends. I do think that would be very fun on stream. Stuff like that. Have I played Schedule 1? No. I've seen about... It's about, like, growing drugs, right? No, I haven't. New Star GP? I'm not going to do any more New Star GP. We played quite a lot, and it was good, but I'm not going to do any more. Golden Lap? I could try it. Train Sim? For fuck's sake. My Summer Car? Potentially. I've played it way back in the day, but not for years, honestly. Max's tyres are bad. He'll keep it in there. He'll keep it in there. I might take him off curbs again just to avoid the spins. Probably for the best. Why are you dissing Train Sim? I'm not. I'm dissing your guys' obsession with it. I think it's a fine game. I love trains. It's your obsession with it. That's the issue. Does Rimworld have... Rimworld does have a car mod. I don't doubt that for a second. It still doesn't make it a driving game, does it? Older F1 games on a controller? Ooh, like F1 2012 on a controller? Don't hate that. We'll see. We shall see. We shall see. We're about to get P5. Absolutely blast that ERS out of the chicane. Beautiful line through there. Do not question whether he was off the track or not.
Overtaking is very, very difficult.
Horrible exit, but we've got ERS. We're going to be back on him through the spoon.
So you've got energy available.
And that, my friends, is P5.
What's this?
I like trains. Steam locomotive emoji. 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 Steam locomotive emoji.
To be fair, at least there were only 10 of those, so thank you for that one. Mr. V Among Us lobby. We shall see. We shall see. But if it's not car related, it'll be Twitch exclusive. For those of you on YouTube, if you don't want to miss out on some random games, get over on the Twitch, just hit follow. That's what you gotta do. Space Trucking game you played was fun to rewatch. Space Trucking, that was fun. I like stuff like that. It's just chill. It's just chill. It's less chill when I stream it because you guys are mental. And I get very, like, worked up. I don't know if you could tell. Very on edge when I stream. But yeah, no. Compared to my normal stuff, it was chill. And I did that for like 6 or 7 hours straight. Russell pits? Russell is pitting. Russell's going for that fastest lap, it seems. Just put some softs on. Yeah.
Good job. P5.
27. Max is about to get to fuel parity, so we can take him off the fuel save. I mean, he's like over 20 seconds off points, but only P13 is actually not terrible. That's Oscar's target to get that $1 million bonus as well. And Max did that with just no stops. Okay, we're ahead of Vesti and gapping him. We'll stay on this tyre pace for now. Max goes to fuel parity, so we can do this. It looks like he's keeping it in there despite the tyres. Got Drogovic on the back of it. Oh, God, not Drogovic.
Okay.
Bro. Just go round. Just go round, Felipe. Just go around.
3 to go.
Okay. It's fine. And Albine? The Albine? No, do not swap. Please, dear God.
What am I doing wrong? I don't know.
Not through turn 11. He's fine. Okay. We're dropping Vesti. Vesti's fallen way off on those mediums. We are 10 seconds off Science, but P5 is a good finish. P5 is a good finish. Use the ERS through there.
Energy if you need it.
Keep him behind. I would love to see a penalty. Clearly illegal lines from Vesti there. Are the stewards not watching? You can't just cut the corner like that. Easy 5-second penalty. We're going to keep this pace. Yeah, we are. Hell yeah. Okay, let's start topping this up through the rest of the lap, and we can just dump it down the straight so he can't catch us. We're not boxing Max. We're intentionally seeing if he can zero stop. These are the tyres he started on, and by God, he's getting to the line. He can do it. He's holding it in there like a champ, and he keeps Drogovic behind as well, like a champ.
2 laps to go.
Yeah, it's recharging. Slowly. Okay, we can go through this thing a little bit faster. Get to the straights. Deploy, please.
Use everything.
We just need that P5, man. For my ego. Yes! Critical mandatory compound change. No. Don't you worry. Shakira. We've got this in the bag.
Focus on bringing the pack back up. Big lift now.
A lap and 3 corners to go for Oscar. We're going to get P5 in this race. No engine, no ERS, no gearbox, and we're doing it anyway. Top up that battery pack, dump it down the back straight, keep Vesti behind. That is the plan. Let's execute. Lovely. I would love to have recovered more than 24%, but we'd take it. Deploy. Come on.
Energy is available.
Just keep him behind. Just one more lap, Oscar. We've got more tyres. This is it. He's catching, but not by much. We can dump the tires through here. Take a nice quick minimum speed. Oh, yes. He's not even that close. He's not even that close. He's going to make a move into the spoon. We can keep him... We can keep him there, though. He's not close enough. He actually falls behind. This is looking like a P5. It's looking like a P5 for Oscar. Also, is Max lapped? Max is not lapped. He has to do all the laps. That is going to be a P5 for Oscar unless he runs out, like, on the line. We're just going to conserve fuel to make sure that doesn't happen.
Charles Leclerc is today's winner.
And he crosses the line. P5. We take those. Ahead of Bottas, who pit for some reason. Ahead of Vesti, we take those. Tsunoda in the mix somehow. It's going real well on that McLaren.
Good job.
It's all good.
job.
Well, Verstappen.
Just a reminder from P0.
What
Good job.
happens? That is the question. And also finish ahead of this. Finish ahead of him. Not Dragovic. Not Dragovic, of all people. P1! Oh, sorry, I got a little bit excited. God damn it. He's going to get to the line. Maybe 21% tyres left. Fucking baller. And does he just get immediately disqualified as he crosses the line? Hell yeah! Driver retired. You can't retire after you cross the line. You can never take that away from him. That was a P13 for Max. But we can safely say he can do it.
What's this?
Now, wasn't it an excellent showing from Oscar Piastri?
It has already Verstappen, deciduous tree emoji. Deciduous
That can't
tree
be the
emoji,
name of that
deciduous
emoji,
tree
man.
emoji, deciduous
Who
tree
named
emoji,
these?
Deciduous tree emoji. 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 Deciduous tree emoji.
Is it a sound effect of me screaming P1? Yeah, it's a Twitch sound alert. Thank you. Thank you. Yes, it's a pre-recorded... this is a pre-recorded message of me screaming P1 from a previous stream. Thank you, Sprinkles, for the deciduous tree emojis. The perfect way to cap off a decent season. A decent season for Mr. versus Garage.
Wow.
Thank you.
And that then concludes our
We got
time
one
in Abu Dhabi.
podium and a sprint win. We still continue to chase down. Thank you. Our first actual win. Driver disqualified. One of your drivers failed to meet the mandatory component usage rules. Max, why would you try such a thing? But, to conclude, Mr. Chuck Leclerc, with 10 wins on the season, is our 2025 champion. 494 points. He clinches it from his teammate Lewis Hamilton with 8 wins. Lovely stuff. Bottas had 2. Sainz had 3. Tsunoda had a win.
Do a barrel roll.
Did Max have our sprint win? He did. God damn it. Oh, go this way. Oh, yeah. Max had our sprint win. Oscar got nothing, but he did have 2 podiums. We'll take it. 3 DNFs for Max, 2 for Oscar. Lovely stuff. Vesti didn't get shit. In the Constructors' Championship, we locked down P4, 247 points. We were never going to get to McLaren. They took an early lead on us, and Aston were never going to get to us. So we've been there for a while. And so concludes. Well, not just yet. We need to sign a driver. Let's see what our scouts are saying. So we bag a little 930k. Let's see what our scouts are saying. See if we can make any last minute changes before next year. Because I will forget. Ooh. The DHL Fastest Pit Stop Award. We come 11th. So that's nice. And we get 600 grand. Sporting Director Mentality is low for Enrique. So that's nice. But the board have only the highest confidence in my leadership as a team principal. Mr. Paginelli goes to 84 rated. We research a front wing. Lovely stuff. Let us just check quickly. What are the scouting team up to? Are they still out? They're still out there. Or are they done? Are they finished? Drivers. Or sorry, scouting. Let's see. Scouted. Ooh. He's open for negotiation. What do you want, Mr. Kimmy? If it's less than 20 mil a year, you've got a deal. Oh, he really doesn't want to be in car 2, though. He really doesn't want that. Let's see. I guess he just needs more money for that. 3-year contract. 5 mil a year? It's cheaper than 20. Some crazy theoretical maths going on here, guys. But 5 is less than 20. So don't hate that. Breakout modifier is as low as it goes. Signing bonus. We can give him a cheeky $500,000. Cheeky $500,000. No, actually, he doesn't even care. We'll give him 350. A little thank you. He can buy himself a nice Mercedes that he's not allowed to drive. And then, do we give him the race bonus? Give him like the top 6 race bonus, same as Max. He doesn't even want that much, is the crazy thing. 50k for the top 6. A steal, and we're so high at the top of his appeal. You know what? 100k. What a shrewd negotiator you are, Mr. Antonelli. 100k. Offer deadline. We'll give him 7 days. We do have to pay a cheeky 5.5 mil to Mercedes to get him out of this, but 5.8 mil is a massive cost save compared to keeping Max. Let's see. Give him a mil for first? No, if I accidentally make a good car, I do not want to bankrupt this team. You send the proposal. And now, can we skip ahead? I have to read some... Guys, I have to read some emails. In this game, emails? Scouting complete, Thierry Lucas. He's very good overall. That looks very good. Not that smooth, but that's fine. Let's say Ollie Behrman. Better cornering. Better braking and reactions. What the hell makes Antonelli 82 overall? Overtaking, maybe? Oh, Behrman is absolutely washed when it comes to overtaking. I think, honestly, whoever scouted this game, that's not inaccurate. Abu Dhabi race results, don't care. Formula 2 championship results, Kush Miney clinches it. With just 19 points in the bag, away from Paul Aaron. Antonelli comes 3rd. We take those. We take those. Fryer wins the title. Leclerc wins the title. Lovely stuff. Cool. Okay. Antonelli will get back to us in 7 days. We skip forward to the 15th. I statistically have the 2 best drivers. Those stats lie, because Max is garbage. Don't mind if I do. Antonelli could be Oladelli 2.0. Where's... How dare you? Where's the faith? No, we're taking him. He got back to me early. Also, Mike Crack. Oh. Well, before we... That's a nice email from Mike Crack. Hello, mister. I wanted to offer my congratulations. You blew us out the water a little bit. Can't deny that. I can call it a lucky break. The fuck, Mike? I thought it was just a nice email. Let's see if you can repeat that luck again next time. Enjoy the end of the year and I'll see you on track. You could be backhanded, Mr. Michael Krakus. Rude, if I may say so myself. I think we gotta sign Kimmy, right? I think we gotta sign Kimmy. Does that mean Max goes unemployed? This decision cannot be undone. Any time for more researching? There might be. Whoa! There might be. Oh, so Max is out. 3 weeks left in his contract. He's demoralized. Maybe you should have got better at qualifying then, Max. To be replaced with Mr. Andrea Kimi Antonelli. We got him, boys! Can we do more research? That is a question. Yes. Just cracking a little chassis research.
What's this?
Don't care, don't care. Drag reduction. Yes.
Evergreen tree emoji, 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 evergreen
no.
tree emoji, evergreen 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 tree emoji. One more to round out the season, Mr. Very.
No, by the looks of it, 'cause we can't research fast enough. So maybe I should have done that a couple days ago. It's too late. Oh well. Oh well. Save a bit of cash. Gregory. Team Twink, let's go. Bruh. I mean, it's accurate, but come on, bruh, come on. Let's have some decorum around here. This is a workplace. We skip forward. I want to see all the driver changes. We're going to get to 1st of January. Technically start 2026. We'll see the goings-on up and down the paddock. And then we'll end the season there. Side pods researched. Lovely stuff. Is the email telling me that the side pods are researched? It is. I literally had a full screen notification that I couldn't skip. Thank you so much. We get the notification. We get the email. Lovely stuff. Got the details. Board performance review. Ooh, okay. Sponsor target achieved. An extra 2. An extra 2. Doesn't hurt. Nothing from mandatory activities. Didn't realize we had any. The fuck? We lost 1 point of marketability. I guess it's max, right? But I mean, our title sponsor's satisfied. We've got 16 mil from engagement. Absolutely tons. 64 mil from race targets. Our marketability's gone down by 1. We will survive. Ooh. Adjust the upcoming season structure by randomizing the way races are scheduled. I quite like that. Randomize every season. I say let's do... Full? Full or partial? Full is crazier, right? I think we have to do full. Adjusting the race schedule will change both the races participated in and the races chosen as sprint races. It will not change either the total amount of races and sprint races that occur. Okay. Full. We'll do full. It's overwhelmingly full in the chat. Even partial is crazy. We'll do full and we'll see what it says. Okay. Oscar gets 6th in the Drivers' Championship. Verstappen gets 11th. We get 4th. Does that say the team rating is going up? Is it gained this much? No, it says up. It says up, right? Yeah, up. Nice. 3-star team. Nice. Board review. Target position 4th. Actual 4th. Long-term objective. Score podiums in 25% of the season's races. So we need to get 6 podiums next year. We have 2 more years to do it. Nice. End of season board review. Best driver position 6th, which is better. Team principal rating up by 100. Hell yeah. Constructors, we've gone up. Drivers, we've gone up. Heritage, we've gone up to 1. We've gained a heritage. And team rating, we have also gone up. And the board, for all of that, has given me 1.5 mil. Thank you very much, board. Very cool. Okay. What is the date? The season has not yet ended. We shall go to tomorrow. New season car reveal. Yes. Yes. Okay. Driver development updates. Oscar gets even better. Smoothness 89. He's going to be close to 91, I reckon. He's going to be the best driver in the championship. Regulation changes. We know. Wind tunnel time goes down for the top teams. We know. But actually, us in 4th are not affected too much, so that's not bad. Big impact for 1st and 2nd, so this helps us. This helps us. Hell yeah. Okay. Cool. Let's see what 2026 has in store. Oh, new season target. 6th in the drivers, 4th in constructors, so equaling this year. No, sorry. That was last year. New season, just 4th in constructors again. Same long-term target. Obviously, I'm not switching team. I will accept the new target. Welcome to the new season. Time to review any regulation changes, prepare for car development, and check in on your team's mentality and contracts to get ready for another thrilling season of Formula 1. Got the board. Board is satisfied. Funding, yeah. Red is good. That's fine. That's fine. Technical. Okay. Interesting. I don't really know what these numbers are telling me, so I'm just going to assume it's all good. Financial. Nothing changes. Very nice. Nothing changes here. Nothing changes here. Nothing changes. Oh, sorry. CFD testing is going down. Interesting. It's not highlighted if it changes, though. And component limits stay the same. Okay. Ooh. Wait, we use Honda? We have a Honda engine? What? Anyway. Power 100. Oh, whoa. I mean, already that seems pretty good. The only thing cheaper would be Renault, and it's like clearly worse in many different ways. You get more durability, way more efficiency. I guess Ferrari did win the championship, but I think we stick with Honda. We stick with Honda. Merc has the best engine? No. It's only more expensive by 1. 100 grand a month. Everyone's saying Mercedes. Literally everyone's saying Mercedes. Fuel efficiency, fine. Fine. I actually thought we had Mercedes anyway, so I was quite surprised to learn we had a Honda engine. You can't check mid-season. You genuinely can't check. Yeah, that's fine. We're going to start with 4 point something mil. What are you doing here? Get out. No, okay, there we go. Snuck back in, trying to get a free lunch, mate. Fuck off. Let's see if he actually has a good affinity with... Low affinity. Okay. It doesn't really change anything if we swap them, so we may as well keep Will Joseph with Oscar because he is better. Nice. Pit crew performance. You know what? I don't care about any of this. Let's look at the driver lineups. Max Verstappen, free agent. So we've got Max Verstappen is now free agent, highest rated player in the game. Oscar Piastri, second highest rated, is with us. Charles Leclerc stays at Ferrari. Hamilton stays at Ferrari. Fernando Alonso, free agent, 89 rated. Lando Norris does go to Williams. Carlos Sainz stays there. Russell stays at Mercedes. Bamani Oladelli shifts over to Williams. As car 1. And Lando as car 2. Gasly stays at RB. Pourchaire goes to Aston Martin. And he's just an affiliate. They haven't. Surely they're not going to keep Dragovic. Look at Norris's buyout fee. So for anyone who missed that, 135 mil. Hell yeah. That is actually crazy. It's only 48 mil on Leclerc. 46 mil to buy out Pourchaire, and he's an affiliate. Anyway, Tsunoda is a free agent. Valtteri Bottas stays at Red Bull. Antonelli, 83 rated, at Mr. Versus Garage. Almost the same as Bottas, which is mad. Perez goes to car 1 at McLaren. Ocon stays at Sauber as car 2. Albon stays at the Alpine. Stroll stays there. Ricciardo stays at RB. Zhou stays at Mercedes. Maloney, Ferrari affiliate. Hadjar, McLaren affiliate. Behrman, Ferrari affiliate. Iwasa, McLaren affiliate. Lawson, Haas car 1. You would have thought they would got one of these multiple Ferrari affiliates, but I guess the game doesn't work like that. Sargent still in the Alpine. McLaren. Vesti's still in the McLaren. It's mad. It's actually mad. Wait, who's in the sec? Oh, it's Perez, isn't it? Fuck's sake, man. That is so stupid. Hulkenberg, free agent. O'Ward is our affiliate. Magnussen's still there. Okay, so way less changes. Way less changes than last year. And Dragovic, 78 rated, is still in that Aston Martin. Bro. I think that's all of them. Oh, wait, I guess we can just look at the standings, right? Yeah. Stoffel Van Dorn keeps his seat. Okay. If you say so. And it predicts. It predicts, guys. I shall have you know. Cornering, low speed, best on the grid. High speed, best on the grid. Medium speed. We don't talk about that. Dirty air tolerance, still third. Engine cooling, still third. Tyre preservation, 7th. But actually, we're very good at that, or we at least were last season. Top speed, 5th. DRS, 7th. I don't mind. And the calendar? Whoa, whoa, whoa. Whoa, 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 whoa. Whoa, 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 whoa. So the calendar. We start off in Australia. Very cool. Very nice. Race to Hungary, where we're predicted to be the best car. Then we go to Austria. Then Singapore, the 4th race of the season, where we're not predicted to do very well. Then to Bahrain. Then Vegas on the 2nd of May. Then we go to Abu Dhabi for round 7. Azerbaijan. Imola for round 9. Oh, we're Italy back to back. I mean, that makes sense. That makes sense. Imola, then Monza. Then we go to Spain, where we're predicted to be best again. Then we go to Monaco, 7th on the grid. Then we go to Miami, Great Britain. If we win the British Grand Prix, I'm going to be chuffed. Chuffed, lads. Chinese Grand Prix, Qatar, Netherlands, Kota, where we're first again. Brazil, near the end. Jeddah, getting near the end. What are we thinking? What are we thinking last race of the season? I actually can't remember what we have left. We certainly have Canada left. Also, yeah, you said going to be hot in Abu Dhabi. So yeah, we're going to Saudi Arabia in October. And we're going to Abu Dhabi in... Was it around 7? May. Jesus. Spa season finale. Nope, Spa round 21. Interesting. In November in Belgium. So that's a solid choice. Japanese Grand Prix, November 22nd. So again, I hope you like rain. We are predicted to be the best car, though. Canada for the penultimate race of the season. 29th of November in Montreal. It will be covered in snow. I don't know if the game has that. I would love to see if the game actually has snow. And then our season finale. Fuck. God fucking damn it, the Mexican Grand Prix. Oh, for fuck's sake. Of all the places. And you thought Abu Dhabi was a boring final race. Oh, God. But anyway, as you'll see, there are multiple tracks where we are predicted to be the best car. We could be in for a very good season. But for now, I'm going to hit save. And we're going to end that stream there. F1 Manager will return to 2026 in a few weeks. I couldn't tell you exactly when. Some amount of time in the future. Until then, streams will return with something else for a bit. Not this weekend, and not until like the end of next week when we get back. Video coming out tomorrow. It's going to be a big one. Get yourselves prepared. I hope you enjoy it. It took a little while, so I hope you enjoy it. But yeah, for now, I'm going to sign off there. I hope you guys enjoyed this. Thank you to all the new Twitch subscribers. Thank you for the cheers. Thank you for all the deciduous tree emojis. And the steamer locomotives. It's been real. It's been fun.
Wow.
Thank you. I've been Mr. V. And I'll Mr. C you later.